right.
Damn, we're late.
And we're late. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cats and squirrels. It's your boys, your beautiful baby boys. The What Do You Mean By That podcast, episode 1, the pilot. I don't really have like a name for it. It's just kind of like, you know, like when you first start a show, the first episode's a pilot. I'm just kind of going with that theme. But yeah, this is us, guys. Hi, my name is Martincantdance. We have Con Dulce, aka Tim, up here, and we have Deckie.
You just pointed us in the wrong direction.
Well, and my screen is this way. And
No, he was right. It's fine.
Yeah, it's fine for the stream or whatever.
Yeah, my name is
or
Deckie.
The recording. Yeah, this is Deckie, and this is Con Dulce. But no, yeah, guys, welcome to our very first podcast. The What Do You Mean By That podcast. So let's talk about where we got that name. First off, Tim, go ahead and explain, because I think you have more reasoning towards this name.
I think we've just been saying that a lot recently.
Yeah, like if somebody says somebody like, I don't know, like you tell somebody they should go play the game Raft, and they'll be like, "What do you mean by that?"
It's more like like a catchphrase at this point.
Yeah, it's kind of a catchphrase more than just like like a meaning for it or something. Well, I mean, there is some meaning behind it, because like obviously when we say it, we just kind of mean like, are you trying to be racist or like slightly sexist or something? But no, it's not. That's not the case. It's just a joke.
Yeah. No, regardless, I think it's a fun thing to say. Either way.
Oh, I forgot to set the announcements on Discord.
That's crazy. We're fucking party.
What do you mean by that? Ha 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 ha. But yeah, this is us, everybody. So first off, we would like to, let's go one by one, like who we are. I'll start off. My name is Martincantdance. It's spelled like Martin, but it's Martine, like martini without the I at the end. I've been live on on Twitch since, I want to say 2017, like September. I've been part of the Twitch community for a while, been content creating for all these years, and I'm still, having a good time with it. And I just wanted to expand my knowledge and expand myself and grow by creating this podcast with these guys. Excuse me. And yeah, that's my goal specifically for the podcast. I'll let you guys introduce yourselves.
Well, I'm Deckie. I go on Twitch by Deckie as well, just twitch.tv/Deckie. I've been streaming for about 6 years now, I think. But I've been on Twitch for way longer than that. I think I made an account in 2010. So, or no, 2012. So I've been on there for a while. But yeah, I grew a little small community that I, enjoy being around, hanging out with. Occasionally, I usually stream at night. And sometimes you'll see either Tim or Martine on my stream sometimes. So, that's pretty cool whenever they're around. But yeah, stop by the stream if you guys have some time in the night. Don't usually have a set schedule, but I could try and work on that if things pick up a little bit. Yeah, I usually stream lots of video games, but usually I start off my stream with like just chatting and doing like React stuff. So if you guys like that, or if you guys like the gaming section or segment of my stream, you guys can stop by for that as well. Don't know what else to say. Pretty simple guy. Pass it to Tim.
Shit. My name is Tim Con_Dulce. I'm joking.
Dulce.
I don't know. Yeah.
Con Dulce.
I think I've been on Twitch. I think I made my account like 5-6 years ago, but I didn't really use it that often. And then I started streaming like 2.5 years ago. I think I'm coming up on my 3 years. I don't know, just like to fuck around and play games with the boys. To stream that every once in a while. Yeah. Just here for the fun of it. Try to make people laugh. Talk about random shit.
No, yeah.
Thoughts win.
I'm just happy to be here.
Yeah, I'm just happy to be here.
I just like my intrusive thoughts win.
Honestly, they win a lot on your stream. You literally are just like I think you're the most you let your intrusive thoughts win so much. Like there's no filter sometimes. Like
You're-
you will let things win no matter what. Like we could be just like you could be completely silent. Like we could not be talking about anything. We're talking like focusing on the game, and then Tim will just suddenly say, "Martin, you know who you look like?" And I'd be like, "Who, Tim?" You look like Sammy Sosa. I'm like, what the fuck does that mean? Like I don't even look remotely like Sammy Sosa, or like Pop Smoke or whatever. You make me look like a girl sometimes. You say like, oh, you know, you remind me of Kim Kardashian. You know, shit like that. Just completely
I
random.
started doing that to my
thoughts.
cousin, and then like after that, I started doing it to other people because I just it's funny to me because if you pick somebody that you look nothing like, Pop Smoke is definitely one that I've said before. Like now it's been like smaller rappers, like drill rappers, like SoundCloud rappers. I'll play like somebody random, somebody that like, oh Deckie, you know who you look like today? Like Lil Pump. Like I'm like somebody like that. It's like
so random.
no correlation. Like there's just nothing there. The thought is more of just me trying to think of the most out of pocket person to compare somebody to, and be like, you know what, that's who you look like today.
And then you go on a tangent and then we go on, we kind of like progress that by saying like, what do you mean by that? And then it just becomes like either a race or a sex issue or something, and then it just becomes even further joke. By the way, let's talk about like what we want to talk about for the podcast. Most of it's gonna be very impromptu, very what do we like to say? We're gonna be winging it a lot. Yeah, very in the moment, very intrusive. And that's kind of like how we are as like a group, like me and these guys and like our community. We are very like go with the flow, very jokey. We go whatever's going on with the moment. Obviously we do have like some things planned to talk about and stuff like that, but most of the time it's just gonna be us like kind of just hanging out. Like that's what we really want. And so yeah, that's what we intend this podcast to be. Have a good time, good chat. And obviously we're gonna have some things to, you know, talk about along the way. We're gonna have we do have a Patreon. We still have like to set it up and stuff. We have it ready. We just don't have any like things planned just yet. But it'll be like stuff that we can't like talk about here on the podcast, or like just special bonus episodes where we'll be like drunk or like buzzed or high, and we'll be just talking about random shit for like 30 minutes to an hour.
Martine will be giving dance lessons on
I will. I didn't agree to that, but you can't do that. That's a lie. Do not lie to these people, Tim. They're giving
Are you
us.
trying to gaslight me right now?
They're giving us their hard-earned money. Okay, we are poor boys. We need money. Please give us your money, people. I'm just
not
joking.
yet though, because we're not affiliated on anything. So
not yet. Yeah, we don't have a tip.
A little bit.
We don't have a tip jar yet. Like.
No. Yeah, we haven't even set that up. We need to set up quite a few things because we got Patreon going, and then
we didn't have
we got to start posting stuff on Twitter and stuff.
Yeah, we don't have media. I forgot to tweet.
We got to tweet.
I forgot about tweeting this. I should really tweet this on my main. But yeah, we have.
I have the logins for Twitter. I can just tweet some heinous shit.
Yeah. Oh yeah, my fucking catchphrase for the. I forgot to say the catchphrase. The podcast where we talk about the heinous, the heartfelt, and the horny.
I don't know why I thought you were going to say the heinous, the anus, and something else.
The heinous, the anus, and the and the penis in your anus.
You said that before, but I thought you were going to say something completely different there.
What do you think I was going to say?
I don't know.
It
didn't sound like where that was going.
Yeah, it didn't. The heinous, the heartfelt, and the horny. Like that was. I thought that was kind of funny. Well, I mean, I thought it was funny. But yeah. There's obviously a lot of things we're not going to talk about here, but we're not going to really discuss it. We just won't talk about it. But yeah, that's our ride.
Yeah, to dive a little deeper into Tim, we were talking about this before we started, and we were saying that he was going to be like the wildcat or the wild card here.
The wild card.
Because yeah, I think he's just going to add the little bit of spice that we need to the podcast. I think.
Tim's very intrusive, like we said, so he's gonna. We have to keep him on a leash sometimes.
That's cap.
But he's into that, so.
That's
quite figuratively and literally sometimes.
Yeah. It's like a furry or something like that.
That's crazy because I remember reading your notes or your BDSM test. By the way, you guys should go take that test. You were into it. I saw it.
No, I wasn't.
Don't lie.
No.
Tim, did you do the BDSM test already?
Yeah.
You did it privately though, right?
No, he posted it. Remember when on my stream when we all took it? It was like all of us in chat.
I thought he wanted to keep it private. But...
No, he
just
took
other
it.
people kept it.
Oh
private,
no,
not me.
I'm thinking about the rice purity test. Never
Oh, the
mind.
rice purity.
Oh,
no,
rice
the
purity test is
rice
different,
purity
yeah.
test on stream would be crazy.
No, that one's crazy. That one
That's-
has like stuff like you've ever like finger popped someone's asshole or shit like that. Like that shit's crazy.
They're also like, have you ever done hard drugs? Like,
have you ever done cocaine? And you don't want people to know that.
is there a police
Like,
warrant
yes,
out for
but
your?
come on.
Admit.
I don't, because some of them
Feds
also
are
like have,
watching.
it's like a police warrant out for your arrest right now. Like you're gonna post that. on the
Yeah,
internet.
like you're gonna post that on the internet.
But you're fine.
But then
right?
again, you wouldn't be streaming in the first place, right?
Yeah.
I mean, some people are dumb enough. Like, let's be real.
Our co-host
So you're
is
saying
a
you're dumb enough?
felon.
No, because like, don't you remember? There was that TikTok trend where like people were stealing from stuff from their schools, and like some people were stealing like fucking car doors and stuff like that off of people's vehicles.
What the hell? Where did you
For
see
a
this on
senior prank
TikTok?
or something?
No, like there was like the getting devious thing or whatever it was on.
Oh, I
TikTok.
remember that.
Yeah,
I remember that.
They were at
Hit a
first they were
devious
stealing like
lick.
some stuff. Yeah, the devious lick. They were like, oh, I'm gonna steal toilet paper, and it escalated like people stealing cars. It was getting
Yeah.
really fucking.
Where
ridiculous.
I missed this trend. What the hell?
It was like maybe
This
early
was a while
last
ago.
year.
Yeah.
It was definitely like
Early
year or
last
something.
year.
Yeah,
Okay, I wasn't on TikTok that hard.
that's
last
probably
year.
why. But like
Okay.
they actually had to ban the sound and like stop people from posting the videos because people were getting too ridiculous with it. It was like
Yeah.
actually insane what they were doing.
My TikTok for you page is not filled with thirst traps and not filled with very
You sound like a
well
horny
endowed,
bitch.
not very well endowed men at the gym or anything like that, or anime.
Hey, yo,
It does
what are
has
you
none of those
well-endowed
things.
men? What are you looking at?
Did I stutter?
I don't know.
Can we unpack that for a second? Like how?
What?
How
Hey,
did
yo.
you get that?
Wait. No, I
Well-endowed
said they're
men.
not on my for you page. We don't need to unpack this. It's
I
not on
think
my
that
for you
Deckie wants to
page.
unpack the well-endowed men.
I think the TikTok algorithm is pretty well done. I think like it does a good job of recommending you videos that you actually have interest in. So
I mean,
know,
that's because
I'm not gonna
the
judge. I
Chinese
mean-
government just knows exactly what I
they're
want.
just too
so
advanced, way too
they
advanced.
just, yeah, that's true. Okay,
What do you mean by that?
when I say well endowed man, what do I mean by that? I mean like people like guys at the gym.
People
you know?
juice to the gills.
Yeah, juice to the.
So
fucking
you're watching
gills.
like juiced bodybuilders, not natural bodybuilders. That's crazy.
No, I watch both.
Oh, you
I watch
like,
both.
you like different types of men. Okay.
Yeah. Wait, what?
You
He
said
likes
yeah.
them in all shapes
And
sizes.
women. Have you? Okay. Do you know that one guy on TikTok? His name's E, but I forgot his like full name on TikTok. But his name's E. He's the black guy that brings in like a bunch of like really pretty like Latinas or like
No.
no.
No, I don't know this one.
Oh, he's like this big.
I'm
big
the
gym
different
dude.
side of gym TikTok then.
No,
I'm on-
he makes like comedy TikToks. It's really funny.
No, but like I'm
actually.
on like the I think I described it perfectly yesterday. The alcoholic bodybuilder side of TikTok, where it's like these people have blatant problems.
They'll mix
but they-
pre-workout with like a bottle of tequila.
Yeah.
Yes, or like not even just pre-workout, like your fucking protein mix. Like
I need them to like prove they went to the gym right after that because
no, I've seen some of the people like they chug something like that. Or like, have you guys ever seen the will it pre-workout and somebody will eat?
Yeah,
a
does it
whole fucking
pre-workout?
cheesecake?
Yeah, or
He's
the
like-
whole pizzas and
it's like
shit.
It's 2,800 calories.
That guy's
for the
insane.
pre-workout, and then he'll go and hit like a bench PR, and it's like, yeah,
Yeah, it's insane. I
No.
could not, dude. I get like my tummy hurt when I when I go to the gym on a full stomach. Like it hurts. Like
yo, that
I
happened
could
to me
be.
yesterday. I ate so much food when I went to the gym, and I had my pre-workout, and I was like, I want to throw up right now. Like this is too
Yeah,
much of me right
I
now.
want to throw up when I go too intense. You feel it in your stomach. You're like, oh no,
Yeah,
I'm
you're
gonna
like,
drop it,
I
or
ate
oh
too
no,
much. You start
Yeah.
getting gassy, you start burping, you're like, oh man, this was really a
Yeah.
fucking mistake right now.
no, yeah, and then you're like,
I
oh
definitely
god,
did that, especially
I need to
with the
throw
pre.
up.
Because
Yeah.
pre also makes you like, I don't know,
Well,
your heart rate increases and stuff like that. So it's
Yeah.
like,
What were you gonna say, Deckie?
I'd say like pre is pretty much like drinking like an energy drink because like you don't really feel like good in your stomach like right after you drink that. So I'm
No, it
assuming
does not-
It's part
no.
of that reason.
all
It's
right.
the more of the
Like-
the effects after the fact, you know, like
Wait.
the blood flow and shit.
In relation to pre, I have a question. How quickly do you guys start feeling the itch after you start drinking pre?
20 minutes, about 20 minutes. It really depends though, because like sometimes I don't get an itch, and it's really weird. I'll take like the same amount, like a scoop or like a scoop and a half, depending on the pre, and I'll either feel an itch like after 20 minutes and it goes away after like a couple exercises, or I don't get an itch at all, which is really weird.
Yeah, sometimes I don't get an itch. I start feeling it like 20 minutes into like after taking it also. Um, but it usually does a really good job. I haven't really taken it before when I went to the gym. But I got into like pre-workout recently, and I still have the bucked up.
So that's what
in
is
my
that the one you
cabinet.
use now? Is like your like it's
Yeah,
your daily pre, like the one that you take when you're gonna take
yeah.
pre.
I mean, it works pretty well. I wouldn't really go out and try and change it because like
Yeah,
why would you try to fix
yeah.
something that works already? But it usually does like its job. I have like a really strong one that's like 333 milligrams, and then I have one that's like 100 for like just focusing and studying and stuff like that. So
I have
you
to,
know,
I think mine are like 175 and then 350 if I double scoop it for caffeine, and then it has all the other ingredients. The stuff that makes your heart go burn, your brain go focused.
Yeah. I have the bucked up one too. It's called, well, mine's called Woke. Is yours the
No,
Woke
is that the
one?
Woke AF one?
No, not Woke AF. It's just called Woke.
Is the Woke AF is one of them, right? Am I
Yeah,
crazy?
Woke
yeah,
AF
yeah,
is one of them.
that's the one I
Okay,
have.
I'm not okay. Okay, that's
Mine
one.
just
Is
says
that your high
Woke.
stem one? Like the
Yes.
more. Okay.
Yeah. And then there's one
I've
called Overtime, I think, which is kind of in
Isn't
smaller
there one called
doses.
Bamf?
Yeah, it's kind of like woke, but I think one of them is for like focus, and the other one was for energy, something like that.
Oh, okay.
There's definitely like also like the non-stim pre's, like the one if you don't want the jitters.
Mhm.
I actually ordered one, not a non-stim pre. So the normal pre that I use is the Gorilla Mode one, which is a pretty if you double scoop it, it's on the higher end of stims. Like it's definitely gonna give you like that fucking my skin's want to rip it off type of thing. But like I actually ordered a pre that's supposed to be pretty strong or stronger in terms of like the pump and stuff that it gives you. But I even saw today that they have a Gorilla Mode that is their high stim. It has like 550 milligrams of caffeine in it, and I was like, that's 150 past the daily limit that you're supposed to take.
That's so much fucking caffeine.
I mean, some people definitely go overboard with how much
Yeah.
they should definitely take.
Like,
I don't know. If
Have
one scoop
you-
is recommended, I would avoid taking a double scoop. Or
No,
maybe
same.
just
Actually,
one and a half is fine.
It depends on the pre that you have, because mine tells you like one scoop is this, two scoops is this, and like it'll when you're ordering it actually tells you like it's either gonna be 40 servings or 20 servings or 30 servings or 60, like depending on how you want to take it.
Yeah, that's true. Cause I want this non-stim one. I haven't pulled the trigger on it yet. It's from Gorilla Mind or Gorilla
It's
Mode.
Gorilla
Which
Mind
one's
is
the
the
brand?
Gorilla
Is
Mind
the
is the brand. Gorilla Mode is the pre.
okay? I want this Gorilla Mode non-stim. I think it's like a cherry. I think it's called Cherry Blackout. Yeah, and I wanted to get it, but I haven't pulled the trigger yet. But I saw the in the nutrition facts it says one scoop or two scoops, and one scoop
Yeah.
is 40 servings, two scoops is 20. But it's like $60. The non-stim ones are more expensive than the regular ones, by the way.
I never understood that. I feel
'Cause
like
it's
you have
less,
more
right?
like in my brain, I'm like, it's more ingredients and then in the stimmed one, right?
Yeah,
Or maybe
it
it's
should
that,
be,
or
right?
maybe they're replacing ingredients with more expensive ones in the non-stim one.
Maybe.
It could be.
So that
Maybe
way
it's
you
more
don't get
focus
that.
based. Maybe they're adding like a couple extra.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I kind of want to look into that actually. Now that
As
think
long
about
as the
it.
pump's still the same, then it really doesn't matter to me.
Yeah.
But sometimes I want one for like when I go to gym at night, and so I'm not like up all day or up all night, or whatever the case may be.
Well, that's
but
your
yeah.
that's your schedule already. You have like a
Yeah.
reverse sleeping schedule. But Tim,
That's true.
Tim goes to the gym late at night too, right? You
Yeah,
go at,
but like I can
midnight.
take my pre though at like it doesn't matter if I single scoop it or double scoop it. If I take my pre, I can come back home and if I really wanted to, I can just go to bed right after. I don't. It doesn't matter how much caffeine's in my system.
I can't do that, man.
I
yeah,
literally
that's too
got
crazy.
home yesterday
Like-
and I saw you were gaming, so I was like, oh, I'm gonna hop on. But if I would have just gotten in my bed, I would have gone to sleep.
Yeah, but like I get the feeling where like after the gym, I'm like just awake now. Like I just
Yeah,
I
have
get
a
that
little bit
too.
I
more
can be
energy.
tired. I show up to the gym tired as fuck a lot of times, and I get back like I'm at the gym, I do my workout, I get back home, and I'm like, I'm awake now. ready to
I'm
go
wired.
again. Yeah.
I think it's because of like that blood flow for sure. Like
Yeah.
you're just more awake. But at the same time, I feel like Tim, you have a great control of like your body, and you can definitely like just tell it to like shut up like
Yeah.
whenever you want.
But I think you guys have seen it. Like if I want to go to bed, I will fall asleep in like 2
Yeah,
minutes. I will
yeah.
just knock the fuck out.
Like that one time we went to Yucca and you were like wired, and then as soon as like we told you to shut up, you fell asleep.
Yeah. If I slow down, that's it. Like as soon as I slow down, I'm like, it's nap time. Let's go to bed.
Yeah. It's like when you put a piece of cloth over like a bird cage and they just knock the fuck out. Yeah, that's what you are.
But also, we were doing the movie night, the scary movie. In the middle of the movie, like the first 20 minutes in, you fell asleep, but you were talking the whole time. when
Yeah,
you were
the first
awake.
20 minutes,
And
he
then
was
you
just
kind of shut
talking.
up for a little bit, and then you fell asleep.
Yeah. It's because
You get
he
slumped
just
over.
as soon as he stopped moving, like he's like, oh, that means it's bedtime.
I don't know why I'm like that, but like it's pretty much the way I operate.
Do you
If I'm
s-
doing stuff, I can be awake for like however many hours I need to be awake for. As soon as I stop, that's
Yeah.
it. I'm sleeping. Like I'm
Do you
either
need-
going or I'm stopped.
Do you need a full 8 hours of sleep to like feel energized or refreshed to do like the
No,
next day?
not really.
What
Like
do you need
right
at least?
now, depends what I did the day before. Maybe anywhere from like 2 to 4, and I should be good to go.
That's crazy. I can't operate on that little sleep. I'm in a
Like,
bad mood the whole day.
nah, I get 2 to 4 hours of sleep. Like I should be good till the time I get back home, but then I'm gonna knock out. Like I'm not doing anything once I get home.
Okay.
But like
So
if
like,
I have to like be up, like if we're doing a whole day, and like I don't know, you're going to the city or something like that, and you're gonna hang out with your friends and do whatever. Like I could do the whole thing. I think what's the most recent example I have of that? We went to Six Flags maybe like a couple months before I left New York, like 2 months before. Yeah, it had to because they were doing like the Halloween shit. I think I had like 3 hours of sleep. I drove, picked everybody up, drove to New Jersey, did like a day out in Six Flags, got back home at like 10 p.m. and I had woken up at like maybe like 7 or 8 a.m. So I did like a whole day out, got back home. I think I gamed for a little bit and then went to bed.
damn.
You gamed after all that is crazy.
I wanted to
I
play my
cannot.
games.
You what was your vice at the time? Was it still Tarkov?
I don't know. No, it couldn't have been Tarkov. That would have
No,
been
that's
pre-wipe.
true.
I don't
I
know what I
wonder
would
if
have
you're
played.
in
I
that,
might have seen
like-
like one of you must have been on. Like there's no reason I would
Yeah,
have been up.
we would have to be on.
Because if somebody's
maybe.
on, like I'll be like, oh, I can just keep going. That's
During
it.
that time, I was also hella gaming because like
Yeah.
it was at the very end of my schooling, and like all I did was like go to school, did my project, and gamed.
Oh, you had senioritis. Like
Yeah, I had hella senioritis, bro. It was crazy. It was crazy. I did not want to do shit. I didn't want
Nah.
to do my project. Nothing. We did everything last minute, and I still passed, and I still graduated. So I mean, I'm
Most
happy.
crazy is before Martin started his new job, but like before then, and when I was leaving my job, like we were leaving New York, I would sleep. Like I would go to work, get back home, sleep for like 6 hours, get on at night, and Martin would be like, "What's the move?" And we would game
Yeah.
until like 8 in the morning. I
Yeah,
would be
dude,
leaving to
that
work.
was crazy. We would.
I think I was legitimately not sleeping for like 30 minutes. I'd
That
get
was
maybe an hour
crazy.
power nap. I'd be like, I'll see you guys in like an hour. And like Puma and Martin would still be in the call. I would rejoin the call on my way to work.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot about that, dude. You were a gamer through and through. Like, holy shit.
Yeah.
You were down for the boys, and you would go down on the boys too,
Hey,
which is
yo,
crazy.
What do you mean by that?
Did I stutter? But yeah, okay, let's talk about games, dude. Let's talk about any games that we're playing or anything that is coming out in the future that you guys are interested in.
I'm actually excited about is did you guys see that vampire game that's coming out, Redfall or something like that?
Oh,
it's
I heard
Game
about
Pass.
it, but I haven't seen it. I've heard of it though.
Redfall.
What's
is,
it about?
Yeah, is that like another
like
BR
a
vampire
co-op.
game?
It's like a co-op vampire game, like not Borderlands. I guess maybe like a Borderlands. It's like a 4-player thing. Type of you go in, play with your homies. Everybody has a different class or character.
Is it
Or
kind
like
of
a Dead Island kind of thing.
Oh, okay. So it's not like V Rising where you go in with like you go
No,
into a
no, it's
server.
more like Borderlands or Dead Island or that.
Like an
sort of shit.
RPG game.
Yeah,
RPGs on
from what
vampire
I
game.
understand, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I haven't seen anything on it. The only things I've been seeing are like Apex updates. Oh yeah, another thing, guys. I'm a big battle royale person. I like Apex. But yeah, all I've been like listening to, all I've seen is like Legend of Zelda next month, May 12th. That's when the new one comes out. I still need to pre-order it. It's on the Switch.
You're
It's
a battle
those-
royale person, but like exclusively Apex, I think.
Yeah, I think
you
I'm
don't play
exclusively
Fortnite,
Apex. No,
you don't
I don't play
play-
anymore. I used to though. Like I used to play a
Yeah.
lot. I used to play a lot of Fortnite. I used to play a lot of PUBG. I used to play a lot of I didn't play a lot of Warzone. But H1Z1, PUBG, and like Fortnite were my jam back in the day. I would play those interchangeably.
That like the whole world was like in a chokehold when freaking like battle royales started becoming popular. Like everybody was
Yeah.
playing them, especially when Fortnite came out. And,
Yeah.
like
And then every game
the
was
peak
making
times?
their new one.
yeah,
I-
everybody was on that train.
I think Fortnite did a really cool thing. They made it so that way crossplay was possible for like every
They were the
platform.
first ones to do it. They fucking
were.
what is it? They turned it on for an hour and said, "Oops, that was an
Mhm.
accident. We accidentally turned on crossplay for like a couple hours there."
And
And
they
then-
made it possible.
Yeah, and then they
And
were
then
like, "Oh,
everybody
you gotta
followed
shut that
suit.
off."
Yeah, everybody followed suit after the
Without
fact.
Fortnite, we probably would have been a couple more years before we had crossplay.
Yeah, if it
Because
wasn't
it
for
would have had to
Fortnite.
be like somebody else that big would have turned it on.
Yeah, because Fortnite was literally the trendsetter for a while.
Mhm.
They were the top dog for like
Crossplay was
at
lit.
least 2 years. At least 2 years. It's still pretty big now. Like it's still
crazy
got
to
its.
think that we lived in a time though where we didn't have crossplay at this point.
Yeah, isn't it crazy
Like,
how you
we've only
couldn't play
had
with
it for
your?
a few years, but like it feels like we've had it forever. Like if a game doesn't have it at this point, I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what?
Yeah.
You remember back in
Yeah.
the day when like you wanted to play with your PlayStation homies when you had Xbox 360 trying to play Modern Warfare 2, but you
Yeah.
couldn't because like
Yeah.
that didn't exist.
have
Like you were
to-
either
you were your friend group, either you all got Xbox or you all got PlayStation. Like you all decided together, like which one are we
Yeah.
getting? Because like I don't want to play by myself.
no, yeah, that's exactly how it was. That's why I met
That's
a lot
crazy
of
to think about
my
that.
homies.
Like, because I'm lucky that like all my friends before we even like started gaming with each other, like we were all like Xbox kids. I think Xbox 360 had like won that generation, so it was more common to find like a 360 guy at the time.
I think so too because wasn't Call of Duty like they had a chokehold on Xbox, right? Or like vice versa, whatever. the fuck.
Oh,
They had like
yeah.
a
I think
Yeah,
like
yeah.
they were
had the DLCs
exclusives.
early, right? Like,
yeah,
like
they
a
had the
month
DLCs early on Xbox than they
Mhm.
did on PlayStation. Then they switched it up because
Yeah. I also
Yeah, I
think
think
at the time
PlayStation wanted a little
Halo
piece
was
of that.
also bigger at the time.
Mhm.
Like Halo 3 was like huge when it
yeah,
first
that's
came
true.
out.
That's
Not
true.
like I think exclusives wise at that point Xbox was better, and then PlayStation now is obviously fucking
Top dog. Yeah.
yeah. It's not
which
even
is-
like a fucking competition.
Isn't that a
but,
crazy
like-
dynamic? Like just like
yo, Xbox
going
was
from one side to
winning.
the other. Yeah.
They had Gears at its peak. They had Halo. They had Call of Duty. They had the not that Call of Duty was exclusive to Xbox, but they had like we were saying like the contracts so stuff was on there earlier. And then PlayStation fucking started taking everything, and it was like, oop,
Yeah, I guess they wanted it because PlayStation, I think, is the top dog now. I think they
Yeah.
By
have like
far.
most perks out of anybody in the consoles.
Remember
Yeah.
when like the biggest issue back then with like having a PlayStation was like getting your account hacked or some shit? Like
yo,
yeah,
the DDoS
was that a thing,
the
right? Wasn't that a
DDoS
thing?
attack-
Yeah, the DDoS attacks
the
were like
DDoS
huge back
attack,
then.
This shit was shut down for like months.
Yeah, where you couldn't play online for a fucking long ass time. Like, why was PlayStation letting this shit happen? Like,
I think the funniest part about that too is that around that time that like PlayStation got hacked and all that, somebody hacked my school system and like was fucking with the announcement
What?
board.
no
Yeah,
way.
on the school website, they were fucking with it
Oh
at the
shit.
same time.
What kind of shit would they say?
I don't know. They were like drawing dicks on it.
That's crazy, dude.
Yeah, it was like somebody did it for like stupid shit. Like they didn't do anything like cool with it. Like they were just fucking with it.
They were just
That's
they were
like-
literally like kids on Discord.
They
Like,
were just
hey, I
being
bet you
nice.
could do this.
Yeah,
But back then it was like TeamSpeak or whatever the fuck,
yeah.
right?
Discord wasn't even like a fucking idea in its father's nuts.
I didn't use TeamSpeak. I used Skype.
I use
I
Skype
used to
too.
use Skype
Oh,
a
do you guys
lot.
remember
Oh my
Curse?
God. I
You
knew
ever
of
use
Curse. I didn't
Curse?
use Curse. No,
I
Skype.
used Curse and Skype a lot. Curse was a
Skype
big
was
one.
so ass though.
Yeah, it was
I'm
trash.
so.
It slowed down your
thankful that we're
PC,
past
bro.
that point.
Like,
Not
like
even just that. Like you'd have to like make a new call like every time.
yeah, it was really annoying.
Like if you wanted like people that like I don't know if you wanted to play 3 people one day, you still use the same call. But if you want to play just 2 of those people, you had to make a whole new one. Like bro, if not, you're annoying the other people by calling them. You got like a
Yeah.
fucking phone call on their phone.
On your fucking iPod Touch.
It was so stupid the way it worked.
Oh,
But, I mean,
man.
we did what we had to do. But yo, sometimes I would even like actually use like a normal phone call. Like we would just be on the phone.
Oh, just on the phone instead of using Skype. Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn, back then was just a rough time, wasn't it? Like I remember playing
Yeah.
League in high school. When I started playing League, it was like what 2014. The reason I got into it, you know, let's talk about that. Let's talk about that. The reason I got into League was because there was this really cute Asian girl in my Spanish class that sat right next to me, and I was like, damn, this chick is hella cute. And she would ask me for like stuff regarding the assignments because I was the only Hispanic in her vicinity. So she was like, haha, you speak Spanish, I'm gonna copy off you. And so
And you said, "What do you mean by that?"
yeah, and I was like, that's racist, but okay. And so we got pretty much close like that. I remember she apparently, according to her, I refused to give her answers, but I don't remember that. Um, anyway, we got pretty close, and then I remember her asking me like, "Oh, do you play video games?" I'm like, "Yeah, I do. I'm like, I'm on a console. I play like Xbox and stuff." And then she's like, "Have you ever played League?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I've heard of League. I know what that is." She's like, "Oh, we should play sometime." And I'm like, "Okay, yeah, definitely." And then she gave me her summoner name, and I'm like, "What the fuck is this?" In my head, because I had no idea what this fucking meant, and I didn't know how to like add anybody, so I literally had to like Google and YouTube like how League of Legends worked, and all I had at the time was this like, what is League of Legends on Google, and then I figured out what it was, and then I downloaded it on my laptop. It was like this really shitty Dell Inspiron with like one of the first processors you get from like aftermarket shit. It was this fat ass huge laptop, and it ran the game at 30 FPS, but damn did it do it well. And so I downloaded it, and then I added her, and I think we got like I think she called me on Facebook Messenger and like was trying guiding me through it on the phone, and then
We're using
yeah,
Facebook
and then that's how I started playing. We played a bunch of bot games because obviously you can't play like normals until you level up a bit back then. And then yeah, I remember playing bot games on bot games on bot games for a long period of time, and then until she made me play a normal game, and then I freaked the fuck out. Like I was so nervous, I was shaking because I was like, I don't know how to play against people. I was so nervous because I wasn't very competitive back then. I didn't play with like people. I didn't play besides COD, which to me was different because it felt like they were bots because I was pretty good back then. But
COD is so straightforward.
Yeah, it's very straightforward. Yeah.
COD is like you just aim and you shoot.
You turn off your brain when you play Call of Duty, but with League, you have to think. Yeah. You have to think, right?
League, you're like, I have to CS right. I have to spend my gold right. I have to worry about where the fuck is the other team.
Yeah.
I don't see this guy on the map. COD is like, I see, I shoot. I see, I shoot. I get my kill streak.
Huge learning curve. Like
it stressed me out because it was like a team-based game.
I feel like aside from like ARAMs, League's learning curve is fucking insane. Like, to learn, especially nowadays, because there's so many more champions than like even when I started. I think when I started playing League, Echo was like a new champion or something like that.
That's when I started.
Jinx was new for me.
Yeah. So I think that's like 2015, like around there. 2014, 2015 range, like late. I think late 2014 I started actually. It was either because it was back in the day I did wrestling, and for me it was like one of the guys in the team got me to start playing League. So around then I think Echo was coming out, and then I met some other friends through there, or I found out other friends of mine played it, but I feel like back then, not that it was easy, but it was easier because there was less items. The items were a little bit easier to understand. Nowadays, it's like you gotta read a fucking paragraph, and you still might not understand.
You still don't know what it does.
Remember the mana pots that they had?
Oh, I remember the mana pots.
The mana pots. Yeah, that was shit.
The blue pots, the fucking slurp juice.
Yeah, bro. Then they fucking started changing shit like lethality instead of armor pen. Like,
yeah,
you have to know what things mean now.
It made no sense, man.
Yeah, things used to be so simple.
It's so complex now. Like,
and now they have like 150 fucking champions. And you're like, God damn it!
If you're not up to date with it, you're gonna just get lost behind. In the dust. Yeah.
How'd you get into it?
Who, me?
Yeah, sorry, I cut you off before we get into that. Were you gonna say, Tim?
No, Deckie can say how we got into it. It's fine.
Okay. How'd you get into League, I guess? Because honestly, if it wasn't for League, I wouldn't be here. I'm gonna be honest. If it wasn't for League, I wouldn't be here at this very spot, which is crazy.
I don't think League was like the starting point for me in like my gaming. I don't want to say addiction, but like I was gaming a lot. I was gaming a lot back in the day. Like after high school, I would just like go straight home and boot up my Xbox and play Call of Duty all day.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of people, I think
that was me too before League. Like gaming was a thing since I was a kid. Like I've been playing.
I started gaming when I was like 3.
Yeah, I was playing fucking Mario Paint. I played Mario Paint. Like that was my first memory of playing video games. But yeah,
I played this game called Delta Force 2 on PC. It had shitty graphics. If you go back and play it,
sounds familiar.
Yeah, I think it's on Steam. It was super basic. It was like 4 classes of weapons, and you had to go infiltrate like a base and get their intel and just bring it back and stuff. It was pretty simple and straightforward, but it was fun as hell. It was really fun.
That was like your first PC game, or?
Yeah. Okay. I think that game is like, it might have came out in like the 90s because I'm just that old. I think it was like in the 90s or something like that. But I was hooked on it. That's like when I first started playing games, and then I got like I had a PlayStation 1, but I didn't really play it that much. I was mostly in movies back then.
Mm.
But when Call of Duty 4 came out, I played it a lot, but I wasn't like hooked. I didn't get hooked until Modern Warfare 2 came out. And that's
I
like
think
when I
that's
started playing a lot of Call of Duty.
I think Modern Warfare 2 is like the peak of Call of Duty. Not in the sense that like it's the best one, but I think that that's the turning point of when Call of Duty became the name brand that it became.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
everybody.
Because like COD 4 was definitely like the rebrand that Call of Duty needed. Because like before that, it was like COD was like fucking World War II games.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Modern
remember
Warfare
when.
4, Modern Warfare 4, COD 4 Modern Warfare comes out and it's like,
Yeah,
oh shit, this is like actually pretty badass.
Yeah.
Modern
that
Warfare
was
2
also a
comes
turning
out,
point.
it's like this is like
That was
fucking
even
this is-
bigger. Yeah.
yeah.
I remember when that came out, and everybody was just so hyped for
Yeah.
that
I
game.
remember wanting to take off of school to like play. I was like, Mom, please. Y'all remember fucking midnight releases and shit too?
Yes.
Yeah,
Being
Yes.
excited, like
went to
this
Yes.
game
Black Ops
coming out
1.
at midnight.
I wasn't even 17. I think you had to be 17 to buy.
You had
the
to get
game.
your mom to pick you,
Yeah,
like
you
take you
gotta
to.
make mom I
Yeah.
think I convinced my parents maybe like once or twice to go with me to midnight releases back in the day.
I never did a midnight release.
I did
but-
it. You know what game I did it for that now I regret because the game was a piece of shit was Halo 4.
Oh, I remember Halo 4. That was
I
like
did that for a midnight release of Halo 4. I got home and then they made you fucking download the discs, and I was like, "This is bullshit."
on the Xbox One.
I don't.
You
was it
put
on
it in a
Xbox
disc,
One?
right? And it was like an extra download on top of that, right?
Yeah, I don't
Like,
remember if
for-
Halo 4 was on the 360 or the Xbox One.
I think it's the one. I'm pretty sure.
Let me look it up real quick.
Yeah, but no, yeah, the definitely like during that time, I'm pretty sure it's Xbox One because I remember getting an Xbox One
2012.
and I would put in AC Unity. I remember getting AC Unity and oh no, remember day one Xbox One where you had to get the update and that shit was like
Wait, no, Halo 4 came out on Halo 360.
it came on 360.
Interesting. I
But
think
did
I
it
had
also
for
come out on the one?
360.
Yeah, Halo 4 is a 360 game.
Oh,
It came out on the
shit.
one later on with the Master Chief Collection, but it wasn't like a 360 release.
Oh, I thought it was. I guess I was
Nah,
wrong.
That game was a piece of shit.
That was 2012, you said?
Yeah.
2012. That was like freshman year for me in high school. So yeah, I was on the games, but it wasn't until like sophomore years when I got on PC. Yeah,
I didn't get on PC till fucking my senior year, really. Because all my friends were like Xbox gamers, so like there was no point in me switching.
yeah.
I always it was always the dream, like, well, we're all gonna switch to PC one day. But it was like
Mhm.
none of us really had the funds for it, so we didn't do it.
Yeah, I
It's like
remember a
there.
lot of my friends on Skype. I would play pretty much just only Minecraft on my shitty laptop with them, because they all had like upper end gaming PCs, and I was like just on a laptop, and I was like, damn, one day I'm gonna join them on the PC
But-
Master Race is what they used to call it.
I think a lot of
Yeah.
people were in that boat too, though. Like, cause I
Yeah.
definitely was on that boat. I was definitely on that boat.
In fact,
Yeah.
PCs for a long time were hard to get into, and nowadays it's pretty easy. Like you can get
No,
like a
yeah.
relatively cheap gaming PC
Mhm.
in comparison to back then, where it was like it felt like it was a fucking hurdle.
Yeah, cause I remember gaming on that fucking laptop, and all I did was play League on it. And I remember like that was also a turning point where I wanted to like get into computers for school and shit. Cause I was like, dude, building computers and like learning about them is so cool to me. So that's when like I decided to like go into like computer engineering for school because I was really interested in computers.
I became
After
a
getting
fucking
that laptop.
nerd.
Fuck you. And then yeah, and then after that was when I begged my parents like, mom, please, mom, dad, please, I want this gaming computer. I want this gaming computer so I could play League at a higher FPS. And so yeah, I got this really shitty pre-built that was complete ass. And but it ran League better, so that's why I liked it.
Yeah.
But it was not able to run like
Yeah,
COD or anything like that.
I can't lie. I used to play on the laptop too when I first started playing League, and it wasn't like meant for gaming or anything like that. It was just like
No.
whatever laptop. I got a better PC to play League better.
Yeah.
Fucking
Yeah,
FPS
same
was so
here.
shit. I was like, I gotta just bite the bullet and buy it.
Uh-huh.
I think I saw
you-
like a sale on Amazon and I bought the PC. I was like, fuck it.
How'd you get the funds for that?
I worked at the time.
Oh.
I got my PC when I was I gotta be older by like a little bit.
Were you 18 already?
No, I was like 19 or 20.
Oh shit.
Yeah. It had to be like around then, because I think I was still working at the warehouse. No, it's not when I worked at my dad, because I used to work with my dad in a warehouse type job there. It's when I switched to working for like I used to work like big ass printers for like a couple months. I hated that job. That job was fucking ass. But I made not good money, but like decent enough money, and I was like, first thing I'll buy, fucking gaming PC. First couple paychecks went into that.
You bought a Prevo, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I bought a Prevo first too, and then I looked into it, and like I remember one of David's friends, I won't name names, but he's been to my stream. He actually was like, "Oh, you shouldn't have bought this. It would have been way cheaper to like build it yourself with better parts." And then I got off. I was like, "Fuck you, no, I don't want to do that."
That guy.
Yeah. I was like, "Nah, fuck that. I don't know how to do that. I don't want to break it."
Yeah.
And then I took like huge offense to it.
Yeah.
But then like over time, but at the same time, I wasn't working or anything like that, so I didn't really have like my own income. So it was kind of just like I kind of take what I can get. And so it wasn't until later on when I graduated, or like towards the end of like high school, I was able to like work and pay for my own parts and build my own computer.
Yeah.
Do you guys remember like building your own computer? Like, do you guys
That's
remember
so
like?
cool. There's like no excitement that comes close in like my recent memory to like when getting your first gaming PC. It's
Yep.
like the excitement and like time building up to that. Like, oh my god, like when I get this amount of money, I'm just gonna go ahead and buy it and just pull the trigger.
Yep.
So it was just so nerve wracking, and like at some point, he's just like I lost sleep over it because I was like I wanted to just play on a PC now because I didn't even have like a gaming PC when I started streaming. I played phone games when I streamed.
Damn.
I played Clash Royale.
Holy shit.
And then like when one of my education like FAFSA, like when that deposit hit, I was like, yeah,
I'm buying that
for this.
PC, baby.
Yeah.
School books, what's that?
Sounds like the government wants me to get a gaming PC. That's crazy.
Yeah.
No, yeah, that was me for a bit too. I would buy PC parts. But yeah.
Nah, I
let's
feel like fucking that, like either for students that, or like whenever fucking tax time comes, people get their refunds. I feel like that's the time people get the most.
That's
amount of
usually when
PC
they buy their
parts.
shit. Yeah.
Fucking taxes.
I think I did that like 2 years ago when I bought my
3080 or whatever.
Instead.
Oh, okay.
I feel like that's like,
Like,
money
yeah,
that
a
like
bunch
you're
of
not
parts.
like you don't calculate that into your
Yeah.
like you're not like planning
Yeah.
on that. So it's like I can just throw this everywhere the fuck I want.
Mm-hmm.
So like I feel like that's what a lot of people like. That's the time where like I'm gonna bite the bullet on this shit right now.
Oh, I had a question, but I forgot. It was like first something. Oh, I can't remember. It's not important anyway.
And asked when was the first time you saw your own butthole.
Tim probably has seen his butthole like at least 20 times.
I've not seen
Do-
my butthole
do
like
you-
20 times.
I don't actively go looking for like my butthole, okay? Like I've never
gonna
seen it.
say,
I don't think there's any
You've
point in
never
seeing
seen
it.
It's
I've never
crazy.
seen my butthole.
You
No.
should
I
at
want to
least
say
see it
never
once.
too. I want to say never. I don't think I have.
I don't get a
You've
hand
never
mirror
seen
put
it?
at the bottom and look at my asshole. Like that's not
You
what I
have
do.
to like bend over and squat and like and look.
You have
under
to
your-
try.
Yeah.
All right, you don't have to
You don't
try.
have to try that hard.
How? So you get a fucking.
I'm not
So let me
gonna
guess. You spread your
clarify
cheeks.
how I've
Let me
seen
guess.
it.
Let me
Yeah.
guess. You put like
No,
a
you
fucking
gotta
timer on your
pretend that,
phone
like,
to take a
answer the
picture. You spread your cheeks
No.
wide and bent
That's not
over. You're
how
like,
I've seen
all
it.
right,
No, I've
ready
never
when
done
you
that.
are. Like,
No, like it's easier than you
You
think.
gotta set the timer on your phone for to
I
take
didn't take
a timed
picture. Of it.
picture.
I'm pretty sure you
There's
took a picture of
there's
it
no
too.
pictures of it, but I'm just saying that I feel like as an adult you should see it at least once.
There's a video.
No,
God damn it. So you're gonna send it to me later.
that's crazy.
That's
See
something
how
you
much-
gotta actively do.
Yeah,
I mean,
that
yeah,
requires
you have to
effort.
actively do to see it, but like I feel like as an adult you should see it at least once.
Why do you think
Why?
that we need to see our own butthole once?
You
Like,
should
it
know what your
doesn't
body
have
looks
to.
like.
I know what my body looks like. I look like a melted wax candle. Like, come on.
What does that mean?
Wouldn't just
Well,
all
what is-
buttholes look the same?
Yeah.
No, not all buttholes look the same. What do you wait? You think that all buttholes
Do you
look
think
the
something's
same?
growing out of there or something?
No, some.
What would?
some
There's a
people
reason
have-
it's an
why would that
exit,
strike
Tim.
Your curiosity.
It's like
though?
belly buttons. Where like some people have like innies and some people have outies.
So you have an innie butthole or an outie butthole?
I'm not answering this question.
Why
Is
not?
that a thing? People have Audis?
There's an. Wait, do people have innies?
Yeah. Why are you
butthole's
saying that?
supposed to,
Martin's seen
like,
his bubble. There's no way. What the way
It's
he just
supposed
reacted.
to
he's seen it.
cave inward, isn't it?
Yeah, but some people have like
It's the point of a butthole.
some people.
I have not seen my own, but I've seen my fair share of others. Right? So like, I can. I guess
True.
I could talk about that. Right? I mean, I personally, yeah, Deckie's right. It kind of goes in, doesn't really come out.
Yeah, but I
But
feel like there's some people that it definitely does.
I'm
gonna Google this.
What? I've never seen that. You have to
people have Audi.
you have to prove me wrong on that one because I have no idea. I thought they just all were the same.
Okay, it is. Yes, you can, but it's a fucking prolapsed anus or partial
Okay,
prolapse.
then that's
So I
like
feel like, but then some people don't get it checked out. Like not everybody goes to the doctor, so they probably don't know that they have this issue.
oh,
I've
man, I
never
should call
gone
her.
to the doctor for my butthole.
I've never gone to the doctor with my butthole either. I'm just saying.
I should call her, dude.
Hey yo.
You want a gloved up fingering?
What? No.
Go to the doctor.
Well, I
Isn't that
mean,
what they
no. Well, yeah, I guess
Yeah.
they do that, but I mean, aren't you supposed to only do that when you're 40 or some shit?
No, it's either like 40 or 50.
It can happen to anybody, I think.
But
For,
you
like,
should start
prostate
getting
cancer?
once you start getting it checked though. You have to have it checked like once a year or something like that, right?
Yeah, something like that. I
Like,
mean,
doctor,
but
like,
that's like
bends
in
you
your
over and he's like-
40s. Cough or
Yeah.
some shit?
Yeah, they'd be like squat and cough.
Yeah.
That's if you're trying to go for
They
like
do
a
her cavity check.
colonoscopy.
No, prostate exam. Colonoscopy is a little bit different. I think
Isn't that like the when they
You
put the
get
camera in there?
prostate first and the prostate exam
I
first.
think a
and then they tell
colonoscopy they have
if
to knock you out for it.
Yeah,
Don't they?
that's usually just like a follow up. That's if they needed like check something
Inside
way
your
in
colon?
there. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Damn, bro. I should probably eat more fiber so I can shit my guts out. Like, you guys don't really think about that. Like, our colons are probably back the fuck up. Like,
No,
just in general.
I shit a lot.
Who's the shittiest eater here?
Probably Tim. Tim shits like 5 times a day.
I don't shit like 5
No,
times a day.
no.
I shit like twice a day. Who's the shittiest?
You
eater?
would be the unhealthier person if you shit less, right?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
shit like, on average, I want to say like once or twice a day.
I
which
shit
is
like
bad.
twice a day.
You're supposed to shit like at least 3
I
times a
shit-
day, right?
I shit at least twice a day.
There's no way. That's too much.
That's what I'm
times? Holy
saying.
shit.
Isn't that too much?
I've never seen anybody shit 3 times a day.
I'm pretty sure on average you're supposed to shit at least 3
I
times
take
a day.
shit in the morning, sometimes in the middle of the day, and then definitely at night I take a shit.
Sometimes I don't shit at all, and I'm just like, fuck, I
Yo,
gotta go take a shit.
You need help.
I
I
need more
probably,
fiber.
I think I need more fiber, dude.
You need more fiber. I think there's a different issue.
Yeah, I think I need to go see a doctor.
I don't even know if you need to see a doctor. I think you just need to eat more fiber and save your shit more. It could just be that your diet's not balanced enough.
Maybe.
I think we just don't
maybe.
need to eat more fruits in general.
I fuck that. Well,
You don't like fruits?
fruits are fine. Vegetables is where I draw the line. I like vegetables.
You're
What's so
not a
bad
fucking
about
rabbit.
vegetables?
Potatoes are
Well,
vegetables.
I don't like potatoes that much.
You don't like potatoes?
But like
Fuck
the
no.
green vegetables, what's so bad about those?
I like broccoli. That's pretty much it.
You can eat a shit
That's
ton of
it.
broccoli, but I
Yeah,
honestly don't like
the other
those
ones. The other ones
vegetables
are kind
either.
of mid.
I like meat. I like meat in my
I'm
mouth.
sure you
Take that
do
as you
like
will.
meat.
Hey yo.
Take that as you will. I don't care how you guys think of it.
I like
Yes.
the raw veggie platter they have sometimes at parties with the ranch on the side.
Like a charcuterie boards.
I like cheese covered vegetables. That's what I
Cheese
like,
covered
cheese.
vegetables.
So when you
Have had
put
broccoli and
fucking-
cheese?
Broccoli and cheese is fucking lit.
Yeah, that's good.
I heard Brussels sprouts are making a rise. Like people have been talking about those like crazy.
Man, fuck Brussels sprouts. Fucking discount broccoli head ass.
What's wrong with that?
Everything that's not broccoli and green is just mid.
So
Like,
what about lettuce? Lettuce is good. I like lettuce.
Lettuce is mid.
You don't
What
like
the hell?
lettuce?
I like lettuce.
I don't like salad. I will eat a salad. I don't like salad. I won't
When
go
was the
out
last
of
time
my
you
way
ate a
to find
salad?
stuff. I don't know. Like a couple months ago.
Months? Holy shit.
Yeah.
Most like restaurants or like I guess some of them have like side salad options.
Okay, actually, I had a salad not too long ago, but that's just because we went somewhere that had salad and it was just there and I was hungry. But like, I won't go out of my way.
But I guess I'm kind of the same. You know how they say super salad?
Yeah.
I usually go
Mhm.
with the salad, but like
I don't
the
like either.
restaurants. So you just say no? You just tell them no?
No, I'll ask like whoever I'm with. I'll be like, "Do you guys want this?" And I'll be like,
Oh.
"Let them pick." Like if I'm with like my parents.
So they
and
get
that's
2
what I'll be like,
salads, or they can get both. They can get a
yeah.
soup
Or like,
and a
or
salad.
sometimes they order something that doesn't come with it. So I'll be like, "Do you want mine?" Like I'm not gonna eat this.
So you don't want a soup or salad.
No,
I'm not gonna say super salad
I'm
because
ordering my meal. I don't need all these extra luxuries.
that shit's annoying. Super salad.
Luxuries.
Yeah, fuck this shit.
That's
I don't
not
want a stupid
luxuries.
salad. I
It's
want my
just
burger.
grass, Tim. Just eat the grass already, man.
No,
You feel
wrong with
healthier
you?
when you eat it. Like when
I
you're
don't.
done.
He wants to throw up.
I don't feel healthy. I just feel like I ate something I didn't want.
I'm not a soup person either, but like hot pot is really good.
I love
Hey,
hot
yo.
pot, man.
That's-
I love hot pot. I'm not a soup person either, but I love hot pot. It's just fantastic
Yeah, it's like K barbecue, but in soup form.
and faster. I feel like because it
Faster?
cooks so fast. It cooks hella fast to me. Well, you just have to
Are
wait
you-
for the pot to like boil, and then it pretty much cooks in like what, like 10 seconds, like 15 seconds, 30 seconds.
I don't know. I only went there once and I was too
Yeah.
high for that shit.
You were very lit that day.
Yeah. You weren't lit enough.
No, I took like a quarter of the edible.
Yeah, that wasn't enough. You had to take at least like half. Next time, I'm never letting you bitch out like that again. You're taking the full thing or half.
Dude, I was gonna
There's
my tummy was gonna
quarter.
hurt again.
Your stomach was gonna hurt. Can we tell
My
that
stomach was-
story?
We can talk about that story. Why not?
The first
uh,
time Martina ever took an edible. This
No,
dumb
not
bitch-
first time, not first time, not
Second
first time.
wasn't it?
It was
Okay,
my
the second time.
Second time.
The
was my
second
second
time
time.
Martina ever took an edible, this dumb bitch took like day-old pizza off the counter, didn't heat it up, and he my stomach hurt, Tim. I'm having a panic. I was like, what the fuck? I've never heard you come in this situation before. I didn't know how to help him. Like, I've never had.
Tim was freaking the fuck out more than I was because
No,
like he was
no,
like, "Fuck, how do I help this guy?"
this?
Yeah, you don't know how to handle it.
I didn't do anything that day. You did.
No.
And I was like, I don't know how to handle. I've never had a panic attack.
Tim felt responsible somehow.
He was like, "Fuck, fuck, 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 fuck."
I legitimately, I don't know, Deckie, if you've ever had a panic attack, but I haven't.
I
So
have,
like,
yeah.
in my eyes, I'm like, I don't know how the fuck to deal with it. I don't know what
Yeah.
to. So I was messaging other people like, "Yo, Martine's having a panic attack. Can you guys come help him?" I didn't know how to fix it.
And then I think Emily joined the call and like tried to help me. Like,
Yeah, I
calm
think
down.
Emily joined. I think maybe Puma.
Did Puma join? I don't remember
He
Puma.
might
I
have.
wasn't there. I wasn't there for that. But I was
I-
told about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I
just
remember
being
like,
like, I don't know how to handle this.
yeah, I was fine, right? I was completely fine until I had like that pizza, and
Yeah.
then my stomach started hurting, and then everything was like enhanced. So I was
Yeah.
like, damn, this really hurts, and I feel like I'm gonna die. What if they lace this shit with like fentanyl? That was
Yeah.
where my mind was thinking.
Yeah,
I think
but
you
feel
had like the best case panic attack because you were like
Yeah.
home.
other people have
Yeah,
panic
Yeah,
attacks
I was
where, like,
home.
other things where like they're outside or like maybe there's too much going on in like the car or some shit. And it's like,
Mhm.
what do you do in this situation? You're not home. It's not like you just be like, I'm gonna go to my room and like try to calm down. Like, or especially if like you're at like a party or something, with too much shit going on for you.
Yeah, it could be overstimulating and you could freak the fuck
Yeah.
out. I was at home luckily, and I just kind of like stopped playing games and was just kind of
Yeah,
like,
you were laying down.
yeah.
I think I
And
was
then
playing
that
fucking,
was
like,
when I laid
Fallout or
down.
something, and I was like in the middle of my quest, and Martine's like fucking dying. He's like, Tim, I gotta go lay down.
Yeah, I was like, can I please get on the call with you guys on my phone?
Yeah.
And then they were like, yeah,
And
sure.
I start hearing him
And
snoring. I'm like, Danny, can you kick Martine out the call?
then-
I was like, he's sleeping right now.
yeah.
I think I
and then
literally
fell asleep.
messaged Dana, "Are you awake?" Because I was like, "Oh, we're all gonna go to bed, so I'm not gonna have you just sitting in the call by yourself. Somebody sees you there, like, what the fuck is he doing?"
Yeah.
It's like, all right, and then you just woke up by yourself. You're like, "I'm going to sleep," and then you left the
Yeah,
call.
yeah. I woke up on myself. I was like,
But you were also
I'm
like,
gonna
I
go to
wasn't
sleep.
sleeping. I just closed my eyes. You were like knocked out, snoring for like 20 minutes. But
I'm pretty
that's,
sure
like,
I closed my eyes, but whatever.
No, but like that's what like drunk people are. People are higher. They're like, "Oh, I only closed my eyes. It's like fucking 3 hours passed." That's right. The next
That was crazy. Let's talk about panic attacks. So for Tim, when he experiences panic, it's more of like an adrenaline rush for him, and he thrives off the adrenaline rush, which is really
like the feeling.
weird. He likes the feeling. He enjoys that feeling, so he doesn't
Yeah.
get panic from it. He just gets a high. That's all
Yep.
Tim gets, which is so bizarre because like I'm the opposite. When I feel that adrenaline, when I feel that like uneasy feeling, that's when my mind starts racing. I start panicking. Like I start feeling panic, and that's when a panic attack occurs.
Tim's like IRL Octane. He just injects himself with this.
Yeah, he's Tim is literally IRL Octane.
I don't know. I like.
You just-
I don't know. I like the rush of like things not going. I don't know. Maybe things not going my way. I'm like, oh shit, my heart's racing. But I'm like, oh.
But
I
there's,
feel
like,
like that helps me. Like like fight or flight. Mine is always this
Yeah.
flight. Like we just have to keep going. I never get like the flight.
I think
I'm
there's
never
like
like, we should
this
run away
deep
from this.
inner like human like worry of like you don't know what's gonna happen next type of thing, where
Yeah.
you're just like you're in that state of mind and you have just like all this anxiety. I think that's pretty normal to just kind of freak out a little bit, but I guess you just kind of ride with it.
Tim
and
doesn't.
just-
He rides with it. He enjoys
Yeah.
it. That's the thing.
Yeah.
He enjoys it. which is crazy to
I
me,
think that's
like,
the
'cause
fun part of life, though. Like,
I could not.
I feel like if I was in control all the time, that'd be boring. Like, if I knew how things were gonna go,
What
like,
the
nah,
fuck?
fuck that shit. I want things to
Nah, I get stressed
like,
when I'm not in control.
no.
Yeah, I
Like,
think
that's
most
the
people
thing.
feel that way.
Nah, I feel like having control to a certain extent is good. Like, I don't know, but then after that, I'm like, man, if things keep going my way, it's boring.
That's so crazy,
I've
man. I
had
cannot.
one pretty bad panic attack. Um, this was a lot of years ago. This was before weed was legalized. So I went to this dispensary where you had to like get a medical card to get in, buy
Okay.
from there.
Like, yeah, glaucoma.
I have glaucoma. No, I
That
went
was
in. I went in because I think my friend had one, or he was friends with like somebody that was there. But we went there because we were trying to stock up before we went to this club or concert. I can't remember which one it was. But whenever you bought something, I think you would get like a free dab that they would
Oh
give you.
shit.
Hey, yo.
So you would just take it there and then just walk out with your purchase. So I took the dab and that just completely floored me. Like it hit right away and I was pretty much like in panic mode after that. But when we were on the way to the concert, we got out and we had the stuff on us because we bought stuff, and so we had to sneak it in. And I put it in my shoes, and I remember just freaking out. I'm just like, what if they find it? And then the whole time I'm in line, I'm just like kind of panic mode. And then I guess it was just kind of like just blackout after that. I remember what happened, but I was just like so scared and shaking. And it turns out I think the bouncer did find the little stash I hid in my shoe, so they made me take off my shoe, and I was so like freaking out in line. I think I was causing a scene, kind of.
Oh shit.
And I was like embarrassed and like freaking out at the same time. So I was like, okay, everybody's watching me. I don't know what's gonna happen. I'm kind of like getting in trouble. And I think it wasn't like a big deal afterwards. I think they just threw it away or something. But I just remember like, oh my god, I'm just gonna like freak out so much because of this. And I was just so high, like I wasn't able to process like much information at that point. So after we went, it kind of calmed down a little bit, but I was still like freaking out because it was just like a social environment where everything was like loud
Yeah.
and there's
Overstimulating.
a lot of people around. Yeah, so I was it wasn't a good time for that night.
I feel like
I didn't calm down till later.
the craziest situation to be in, like fucking high. I feel like for me, even like having to fucking look at a menu and have a waiter ask you what do you want right now is like, fuck.
That's a
And
lot.
for you to just be like going through security, and security's like, yo, what the fuck is this shit, dog? I'll be like, oh, no. I don't know if I'd be able to handle that right away.
Yeah, I haven't had a panic attack since. But I do remember like when we went to the mall over here. When we took the fucking lemonade, and remember
Yeah.
how we didn't shake it?
Yo, we just drank,
All
like,
the fucking THC oil was on top of the
definitely took,
fucking
like, way
lemonade.
more than we were supposed to just because we didn't shake it.
Yeah,
That was just fucking straight oil.
I was high off my ass. I just remember like going into that the anime shop. I think it was called more than S.
I know you're talking
Some like
about.
yeah, but the one with all the fucking like pops on the side on the wall,
Yeah.
right?
I remember David being like, "Oh, it's starting to hit," and I was like, "Oh, mine's not hitting yet, but it's going too soon." Because like I don't know if you get like the feeling like right before I'm going to feel it, like before it's gonna like hit me, I feel it like here, like in my gut. I'm like, all right, I know it's coming soon.
I feel it here, dude. It's
Now,
crazy.
I feel like right here. As soon as I start feeling it here,
Oh
I'm
my
like, all right, I
God.
got like 10 minutes, and then I'm
Yeah.
like, all right, I'm ready. Like that's it. It's coming.
What do you feel when it hits here? Like what
That's a
is the
strange
feeling?
to have in your gut? I don't
What
know.
is the
I don't think-
feeling?
Yeah.
Like
I
what
don't
is it? Is it
describe
like
it, like-
tingling? Is it like
Like the feeling of right before when you're on a roller coaster and you're at the top, and right before you're about to go down, I feel like that, like right in my gut.
oh shit? So like your stomach drops.
Yeah, I've basically my stomach drops. Something similar to that.
Oh shit!
Where I'm
I never
I'm
had
preparing
that.
Myself,
I would
and,
freak
like,
out if that happened to me.
No, I'm just like, oh shit, I'm ready to go. That's it. We're about to get it.
That explains your adrenaline rush. Timmy, I feel
Yeah.
like you have like inverse reactions to like everything. You're like,
He
anxiety,
thrives
let's
off
fucking
of
go.
yeah, he thrives off of like every bad feeling. Like it makes no sense.
I don't know.
He feels he
Why
doesn't
did it
he
used
feels
to be like
fear.
this?
Oh, he's like, let's run it.
Like I used to not say get panic. Like I would definitely I
Stress.
like the feeling of adrenaline, but I would be more scared to like embrace it, if that makes sense.
Oh, why?
I don't know. Like I was just scared of like what would happen if I did, and I think I started just fucking going with it, and then after that, I was like, I fucking love this shit. It's just like crack.
Were you scared of like what other people would think of you, or just like of the just any
Yeah,
consequence
like
that would
the
happen?
consequences, what people who think, like stuff like that. But then afterwards, I
Mhm.
was like, I don't give a shit. Like just fucking run it right now. I don't care.
I see. Yeah.
I think
For
part of the
me,
things, at least for like social interactions, that got me out of being scared to do stuff, oddly, is like church. Because like they would have me preach or do stuff like that. So I'd be standing in front of like anywhere from like 20 to like 50, 60, 70 people. So I'd be like, you're talking, it's like, fuck it. Let's fucking run it right now. I don't have any other choice. They already said I'm going up. I'm standing up here. I got to do it.
hmm
So like, I guess in the social interaction aspect, like that's one thing that helped me. And like other stuff, like doing paintball or stuff like that, where it's like you're getting shot at and you know it's gonna hurt, and you're like, "Fuck it, we just have to keep going." Though,
Do you have a fear of public speaking?
no, not anymore. I
I
used
bet
to,
he conquered it because of that. Yeah.
yeah. Now I'm like, if I have to do it, I don't really care. Like I'll do it in front of no matter what's the group size is at this point. I'll be like, "Fuck it, let's run it."
I
Right
mean,
now.
he kind of proved that when he went on the dating show. Like,
Yeah.
he said, he literally said that he would not smoke. He would inhale a fart out of like a can in front of 3,000 people. Like, that's insane.
Not even like that weird of a thing to say though. In that context.
The majority of people do not inhale farts out of cans, my friend.
No, but I'm saying like
I think out of those 3,000, maybe like 20. We're down for that.
No, but I feel like
Tims
if
in
you're
the chat.
on if you're on
20
a
tips.
no, I feel like if you're on a stream in that scenario, you're just going with the flow. You'll say whatever. I feel like most people would have said yes.
Yeah, remember W Tim? W Tim.
I guess it's
Oh
fine
my
because of the
God.
environment. But if you're like speaking in front of a church and you say that, that'd be like wild.
No, I wouldn't say it in front of
Yeah.
the church. But I feel like as long as I'm not in a scenario like that, I would say that same thing no matter where I am. I will not care.
It just depends on the environment, right? Like,
yeah, like if it's like
okay.
a family function, I'm not gonna be like, oh yes.
Yeah, I was just sniffing some farts the other day, dude. It was
Susie's
crazy.
6th birthday, and you're talking about
Inhaling
sucking
farts. Oh my god.
All right, I have a different question.
What's
I don't
up?
know. I like saw the thing in the background, Jackie's thing, and it like reminded me. What I don't know which question I want to ask first. I want to ask like what was like your first anime, what got you into anime, and I want to ask like what's your like top 5 or top 3.
We can talk about first what got us into anime, because I feel like that's a big discussion instead of just like listing off our top 5.
Yeah.
No, all right, Deckie, you go first.
Yeah, because I saw your stand in the back.
Oh, thank you. My collection.
Yeah.
I want to grow it, but it's expensive as a
Oh,
hobby.
hell yeah, it is, bro.
Yeah, it
Some
is.
of those things get fucking like some of them like oh it's like $20, and other ones are like $500. Here you go. He's like oh
Yeah,
shit.
they go.
But like those $500 ones can be like really insane though.
They go into the hundreds of dollars
Mhm.
easily.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, it's really expensive, especially if you want like a top quality one.
Yeah, or it also depends on like the size. Like have you ever seen those like the life size scaled ones? Where it's like the actual
Yes.
size of the people. Those are crazy.
Yeah, those are rare, but yeah, they're out there.
Yeah, they're
And I
definitely
think,
rare, but
I don't think anybody actually owns them. I think that they're just there for like display in the shops when you go.
yeah, or like
looking for
fucking
them.
the really big collectors.
Yeah. Oh yeah, there's like a collectible store that I used to go to. They had like life-size action figures of like Predator and Alien,
Hey yo,
which was pretty cool. I didn't see any anime ones, but the Predator one was like super realistic and super cool.
yeah,
Nice.
But yeah, they just had it on display there. I think my introduction to anime was a little bit different because I had a lot of friends that were into it, and I wasn't watching it at the time, and they were. So they invited me to this convention. I think it was Anime Impulse was my first one. That might have been my first one, but yeah, I was invited to that. Didn't really know much about it, but it seemed like a little cool, tight knit community. Everybody was like getting along. Everybody was like so friendly there. I think everybody in general that goes to those is like they all share like a common interest and hobby. So that was pretty cool to me. I wasn't, watching it at the time, but
Yeah.
I slowly got into it after that. I was watching one that my friends were watching at the time. I think it was Konosuba.
Suba's fucking lit. It's a
I
good
think
one.
I think I was watching with that with them at the time, and then I started branching off to watch my own to just, try to get a little bit more interest into it. Then I started watching like, I think Death Note was like one of everybody's first, so I started watching that one. I watched Tokyo Ghoul. I watched Umaru-chan. I
Is that the one
watched.
where she's like in the orange blanket?
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
like
Okay.
she's like the shut-in little
Gamer girl or
little
whatever.
gamer neat.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she,
Yeah.
and then like outside, she's like the best, most popular girl ever.
Yeah.
I watched that one. Then I watched a little bit of. Was it Erased?
Oh,
Erased
Erased.
is the one where he goes back in time.
Yeah.
Like
it's
trying
like-
to save
yeah.
the girl.
Yeah. So I watched a lot of the mainstream ones. And then I got into it like little by little, and I guess I watch it every now and then. I don't like watch it
So
all
you're
the
not
time
full
or
on
every day.
weeb.
I guess if that's what qualifies as a weeb, I guess not. But
No, I'm joking.
I definitely watched like a good amount of it.
Yeah. So you started off balls deep into the weeb. Like you just went straight into the conventions.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I feel like
actually.
people
Yeah.
like like you were saying, like you'd started like differently than most people do. I feel like people normally don't get into conventions until like they've watched like a good amount and like, you know what, I want to find more people that like this. You were just
Yeah.
straight in there. You were like, fucking, let's run.
Yeah, he went into the cave, bro. He went to the
He
fucking
went to,
I
like,
had
the
Dragon's
geek
Den.
nerd
I
convention.
didn't know what to expect, and I had nothing to do,
Yeah.
so I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna, it's like a day to hang out with my friends and
Yeah.
and
I
go do
definitely
something
brought
cool.
people to conventions that like don't really watch stuff or like are not too
Yeah.
into it, but like they were just like, let's just go. But like, I don't know. I feel like that's definitely a different
friends are
experience than when
super- My friends are super weebs. Like they went to Japan recently,
Hey,
and they spent a lot of time in Tokyo and bought like hundreds of dollars in figures and stuff. So they brought it back. So they're like super into that. They're the type to spend
Yeah.
hundreds of dollars on like Gundams and like big
do they
figures
paint
and
their
stuff.
own Gundams? Or
and
do
cards.
they-
Gundams are cool though, because you can build those. Like
I think
Yeah,
are the Gundams? Those are the ones that people build and then paint, right?
yeah, they can
Yeah.
paint them sometimes, but sometimes they don't.
Yeah, I know that some of them come pre-painted and stuff like that, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
that's
guess.
like Warhammer where like people paint it.
Yeah, Warhammer, they paint all their figurines and shit.
Yeah.
I guess for me, I was a little bit more traditional. Well, okay, let me start off by saying like, when I was a kid, I would watch like Dragon Ball Z, Naruto, and Pokemon. There we go. Those are like the main animes I watched as a kid. And back then, I didn't really think of them as animes. I thought of them as just like cartoons. They weren't like, I didn't even know like they were like Japanese. Like back then, I had no idea. And then I think it was like around high school. There's this guy in my science class. He had a really cool necklace, and I was like, "Oh shit, where'd you get that necklace?" He's like, "Oh, it's from this anime called Fairy Tail." I'm like, "Anime? Fairy Tail? What's that?" And then they're like, "You never seen an anime before?" I'm like, "No." He's like, "It's kind of like have you ever seen Dragon Ball Z or like Naruto or anything like that?" Oh, like yeah, I watched that as a kid, like all the time. And then he's like, "Yeah, it's kind of like that, but with like." It's a different story, it's different kind of like story and stuff. But I thought it was kind of cool, so I looked into anime, and then I was like, I think I stumbled upon Crunchyroll, and then I was like, you know what? Let me just try watching and then I can anime, because I know I've seen anime before. Obviously, I watched Dragon Ball Z and like Naruto and stuff. So let me give it a shot. So I pulled up one called Parasite: The Maxim. If you guys seen Parasite. It's about like these aliens that like take over the human race by implanting themselves into. They're like these little small eggs, and they implant themselves into the brains of humans, and then like take over their body and stuff. Kind of like cordyceps from Last of Us, but they're a lot more intelligent because they learn and stuff like that from the brain. And so they're like these human morphing monsters that can like turn into like these weird multi-form. They can like change, they can shapeshift, they can turn into like different like blades, they can turn into different people, change faces, shit like that. They're basically just like shapeshifters. And there's this one guy that he's getting implanted, but it like misses and it hits his arm, and so it's trying to climb up to his head, but he wakes up and like stops it from like trying to get to the brain. So he's like using his headphones as like a tourniquet, so that way it doesn't like let him go up. He's just kind of blocking the way, and so it just kind of stays there. And so his arm becomes controlled, not his brain. So only his arm is part of like this alien race, and then they just go through like the adventures where like trying to like discuss assimilation between like these aliens and humans, and then also just fighting each other because it's kind of like survival of the fittest because they don't really have like emotions or anything like that. But anyway, I watched that anime. I thought it was fucking sick, and then I got into the rabbit hole watching Fairy Tail. I watched all of Dragon Ball, all of Naruto. I remember ReZero being one of the first ones too, because it was like way back when. Yeah, just started watching a lot since then. Now I don't really binge as much anymore as I used to. Like I want to watch more, but like I just feel like I never have like the time to sit down and watch it. So I'm more just like working or like gaming or whatever the case may be, hanging out with friends. That's what I do more now. But I would like to watch more. But yeah, that's where my enjoyment of anime came from.
I think it's funny that you bring up fucking Parasite. For a long time, even now sometimes, whenever I'm naming like my pet or something in a fucking game, I'll name it Migi after the fucking
The right, yeah.
The right hand.
Yeah, he named it Amigi because of the right hand. Amigi means right in Japanese or some shit. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like something like that. But like he named it after that, and I was for a long time I would always name like pets or anything like a game. I'm doing like Migi.
Yeah, but it's funny because I've never seen like the original animes. Like I've never seen Death Note. I've never seen Tokyo Ghoul.
I've never seen
like
Note?
I've never seen Soul Eater. I've never seen Inuyasha.
I feel like Tokyo Ghoul's not even like original anime. I feel like Tokyo Ghoul's kind of newer.
Really? I feel like it's kind of old.
It's old now.
It's older, yeah.
But like I feel like at the time that you are saying that you started watching anime, like around that ReZero time, like Tokyo Ghoul was still relatively new.
That's fair. During that time, yeah. But like I've never seen like I never went back to watch those either. Like
Tokyo Ghoul is 2014.
Okay.
And
so yeah, around that time.
ReZero is 2016. So I mean that's like a relatively close to each other.
Yeah. I haven't seen like those original like older not old animes, but like older.
The oldest thing that I've watched is the original Berserk, and that's like 90s. I've actually watched some other 90s anime like or early 2000s like Claymore or stuff like that.
Isn't one of them Fooly Cooly?
Fooly Cooly I've started, I haven't finished. I think Fooly Cooly is kind of cool.
It's funny. I think it's kind of cool. I didn't finish it though. It was kind of like out of my scene, out of my style of watching anime. But I know it's like an original that people really like.
Yeah. Funny that fucking first anime I ever watched was because I saw a clip on like YouTube or some shit of fucking Seven Deadly Sins. I made Jonathan find me a place to watch it, and I watched Seven Deadly Sins. And then after that, it was either that or Fairy Tail was the next thing I watched, and then I watched Parasite, or I watched Parasite and then Fairy Tail. It was one or the other. I watched Fairy Tail and I started fucking watching an insane amount of shit, and now my list is like fucking 200 plus deep.
That's the thing. He has a fucking list. Fucking weeb.
I'm not a weeb though. You'll stay safe out there.
You're a weeb, dude.
Tim, you're the most weeb.
Yeah, you're the most weeb out of all of us. Yeah, show your tattoo.
Oh, my duck. Look at this.
Oh yeah, you're
the other one.
The other one.
That's a birthmark.
The other one. No, oh yeah. Let me see the birthmark then. Let's see your birthmark.
The birthmark.
I gotta show it like this.
Stand up straight.
Stand up straight.
Yeah.
Stand
show
up.
your dick.
Hey yo.
What? Yeah, it's Luffy's Gear 5.
Yeah. Alright, do you know where my shirt is from?
Yeah, Death Wonderland or
Death Wonderland. That's crazy.
No, it's Dead Man's Wonderland. There we go.
Yes. Yeah. Dead Man's Wonderland is actually one of the first.
It's actually pretty crazy.
It was within my first year of watching.
It's pretty crazy. I never finished it, but it's pretty crazy.
You know what's kind of funny is that Deckie's saying Death Note being something that people normally first watch. I didn't watch Death Note until I'd already been watching anime for at least like 5 or 6 years.
I feel like that's the mainstream one.
Yo,
like
I don't know why I just never did, but like
I never watched it either.
Years to watch Death Note. No, I watched it. It just took me years. Like I just never did.
Yeah, if you haven't seen it, you gotta watch it. Like it's.
I think it's
really
definitely
good.
worth a watch. It's really
still like not. It's not even like just for like the time it was aired.
No,
it's like definitely still pretty good now.
Yeah, there's definitely like some of those animes where like some of them like it's good for the time, like it's all right, and then now there's other ones where it's like, well, I would still watch that. It's still pretty good. Like I I would still recommend, like, if somebody's like, oh, I want to watch something new, I'd be like, oh, Death Note's definitely a solid one. Another like good starter anime I would say that's like definitely like a Tokyo Ghoul. But I think like nowadays people's main two starter animes at this point are Attack on Titan and Demon Slayer.
Yeah, I was gonna say Demon
I
Slayer
feel
for
like back
sure.
then, like there was like a variety of things. Some people were like, oh, my first one was Death Note, my first one was Fairy Tail, Naruto, Bleach, One Piece. Like I feel like back then, like Bleach, One Piece, Naruto, like people you could pick one of those three. Or even Full Metal Alchemist. Nowadays, it's fucking straight up Demon Slayer, Attack on Titan. Those are like the only two things you hear as people's first two animes.
You also like
I feel like My Hero's up there.
My Hero's a big one
My
too.
Hero, yeah, My Hero.
Yeah, My Hero's a big one that
My
people
Hero's
watch.
definitely still big, but I feel like at this point Demon Slayer is just bigger.
Demon Slayer is bigger now because I feel like it's a lot more visually appealing.
Yeah.
A lot more visually appealing. The art is fantastic in it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's where the anime came from. I wish. Is there any like good anime right now for this season?
Several.
There's
several.
Hell's Paradise. I like
Hell's
it
Paradise
really,
is
a
fucking
lot.
lit. Deckie's starting to see why
It's
one
up
of my
there with
favorite manga.
Chainsaw Man.
Chainsaw Man.
Really?
Good last
I
season.
still haven't seen Chainsaw Man, dude.
Chainsaw Man's good. I think story-wise, Hell's Paradise is better. In terms of chaos, I think Chainsaw Man is better and like just a straight up fucking violence. But Hell's Paradise just has something about it, like story-wise, it's just better. Like I think I like the characters more.
Another mainstream one that I forgot about was Jujutsu Kaisen. There you go.
Oh, that one's coming back actually this season.
It's coming back.
Not this season. It's summer. I think summer this year.
Pretty soon.
Let me see something.
Oh man, One Piece is getting hot right now, man. If you guys haven't like caught up on One Piece, honestly, enjoy the ride. Enjoy the ride because as soon as you get,
if you haven't at this point, you never will.
No, you still can. You still can. I feel like people still have the chance.
No, I feel like
I don't have time.
The only reason I started One Piece was because it was 2020 and I had nowhere to be.
Yeah. So yeah.
Let's see. There's also Mashal this season. If you like a One Punch Man, Mob Psycho type of thing, Mashal's definitely a good one.
Yeah,
One Punch Man was one of my starter ones, I think.
Yeah, One Punch Man was really really good too.
One of my starters as well. Yeah, I feel like that's like a really good. Or Decky saying Konosuba. Konosuba is fucking great. I feel like not enough people nowadays know about Konosuba if they didn't watch anime in like the at least mid 2010s.
There's a new season. It just
can't remember what that one was.
Konosuba. Yeah, but I don't know. But that one's also isn't that like a side story one or like it's about Megami?
It's yeah. Konosuba is like your typical, I guess, isekai.
Oh, it's an isekai. Oh,
yeah. Okay. It's like an isekai, but it's like a comedy one, but like not serious, but like he gets himself in serious situations. It's fucking dumb. Okay.
Yeah, it's executed pretty well. So it's not like it's gonna be boring at some parts or anything. I think you could pretty much go into like any episode and just watch from there. I don't think it follows.
Yeah, no, it's not like a really hard story. There's certain like certain episodes like you'd have to watch like maybe one before that, but like you wouldn't have to watch like a whole series to figure out what the fuck's going on. Mm-hmm. I feel like that one. I think oddly enough, Konosuba and Re:Zero are my first two fucking isekai animes, and now there's just so many of them.
Re:Zero was my first, and I think I don't think I've seen many after that. To be honest, besides like Rise of the Shield Hero.
There is a fucking isekai that I watched before that. I just don't remember the name. It's like this one with like this pink-haired girl and this other guy that like she has a fucking chain.
I know what you're talking about.
World, and he's like her familiar.
Our heavenly something. Heavenly something. Isn't it Heavenly Familiar?
No, I think you're thinking of something else. Heavenly Familiar is something else where the guy has a girl on a chain.
The guy has a girl on a chain. Yeah.
I think no, I'm talking about something else.
It's Heavenly something.
No, Heavenly Familiar.
I don't think I know this one.
No, we're talking about two different ones. You're thinking of the one where the guy is in control and he can wish anything and she does it.
Yeah, that's the one.
That's not the one I'm talking about. I'm talking about one where it's like it's like a fucking lolly is in charge of him.
Oh, it's a lolly. Oh, dude, I just looked up the weirdest shit, man. Holy fuck. I just Googled anime girl with chain ecchi, and I was like, damn, a lot of things are popping up right now.
That was a fucking crazy thing to put in your search history.
Yeah, that's in my search history now forever. I'm not gonna bother. It's like Heavenly something, I'm pretty sure.
I know what you're talking about. That's something different though than what I'm talking about.
Okay. Oh, dude, let's talk about fucking High School DxD. Fucking Ria's. You haven't seen it?
I just saw one.
You've only actually seen one episode of High School.
I watched like 2 seasons of it. I remember when the 3rd season came out. I was actually like hyped for it. I'm like, oh, the plot's gonna be crazy. But
But the plot fell off.
the plot hella fell off. I was like, this is
It was okay. The first season of High School DxD's plot was actually type lit though. Like he was like a fucking pimp. He was like, I'm gonna come here to
Yes.
fuck shit up, and then afterwards it was
Yes.
like he was just horny.
Yeah, he was just
Before
fucking
it was like
ridiculously
horny,
horny.
in action, and then they were like just horny.
Yeah, pretty much. Like he's just
I
fucking
feel
horny.
like High School DxD unironically had a plot for the first 2 seasons.
Boost. Yeah, it did have a pretty decent plot until like the third season. And
Yeah, I
then it
feel
was
like they just gave up.
dog
Like
shit,
they were
yeah.
just like, we're just gonna show boobs, and that's pretty much
Yeah,
it.
pretty much.
Where the first season was like there'll be boobs, and then like he would actually beat the shit out of somebody.
Yeah. Yeah, or like he had that the literal like guy that had the opposite power of his as
Yeah.
his.
Because like his power is that every couple minutes or something like that, he would double in power. And the other guy was like every couple minutes he halves the power of people around him or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So like they were just like in a straight fist fight of like
Bullshit, that's what it was.
Yeah.
And like the thing that triggered him was like titties. And I was like, dude,
Yeah.
come on.
the hornier he was, the faster he got his power boosts.
Yeah,
But then
it's
like also he
crazy.
couldn't necessarily handle too much power in one go. He wasn't strong enough.
Yeah, he would lose himself or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah. That enemy's fucking stupid.
Speaking of High School DxD, hear me out.
Oh, here we go.
So I sent you guys the fucking TikTok of the guy in the Everglades.
Yeah.
How much would you have to be paid to do something like that?
How does that have to do with High School DxD? How does that have to do with High School DxD?
Good segue too.
That's a terrible segue. Like, what the fuck? Okay, can you explain the video for those who haven't seen it?
So basically, this dude goes out barefoot into the Everglades, which is basically fucking swamplands in Florida. Like alligators all around, fucking poisonous snakes, bugs out the wazoo, barefoot at night by himself, no lights except for what's on his like phone.
Okay, yeah, that's the problem though. Why is he going at night?
Because he likes the fucking. He's Tim. That's what he is.
No.
He likes the thrill.
How much would you have to be paid to like do that? Would you do that for like $1,000?
Dude, I'd have to for $1,000.
Yeah.
No,
That's not enough. That's not enough.
That's a
'Cause if
very
I
high
die-
chance to lose your leg there.
Yeah, if I
It's not a
die,
giant chance to lose your leg.
at least give
Yeah.
my
You're allowed to
family
wear
some
shoes.
money, dude. Like, do I have life insurance? Like,
No.
There's
Well, this
Do you have
cover my life
insurance
insurance?
now?
it's not just gators. There's snakes.
so okay, so
Yes.
you are asking how much money it would take for us to go walking around barefoot in the Everglades of Florida
Bro,
at
Florida's-
night.
Florida's like another just.
Do we have
planet.
equipment?
You
What do we
have
have?
He has. You have your phone. And
My
all-
phone and my flashlight on my phone,
Yeah, your phone's fully charged.
and the
though,
clothes
like,
on my
it'll
bag,
last.
just
It'll
no
last.
shoes.
Yeah.
How
Yeah,
long?
you
do I have
basically
to
went
go?
like I don't know. You have to
How
go
long?
in there long enough to get enough content to film one of those TikToks. So let's say at least like 2
Oh.
hours.
That
I feel like I could do this.
that
in,
took like 20 minutes,
10 minutes.
maybe.
No, because some of the videos like he goes out on a boat and like he goes like in there.
God damn.
We're saying a minimum hour and a half.
$150,000.
$150,000. He's doing this shit for free. I
He's
think I
he's
would
stupid.
do it.
43 million views.
I would do
on
it
TikTok.
for like
Is he barefoot?
I'd probably pay to do it.
He's
He is barefoot. He
What
is
the fuck?
barefoot. Yeah, he's barefoot as fuck.
I feel
dude.
like if somebody went with me and was like my tour guide, I would do it
At
for
the
free.
very least, you're losing a toe. At the very
Nah,
least,
there's no
after
way.
this, for an hour and a half, yes, you're losing your toe or something. If not, your leg
It's not even
or your
that bad.
life.
Tim, that's
That's-
stupid. How much would you charge, Tim?
I just said I would do it for free if you went with me.
You must be like the crocodile whisperer or something if you think you're gonna come out of this like without a scratch.
I think I would be fine.
Because there's gators, there's venomous spiders.
Yeah, but
there's
gators aren't even
snakes,
that
there's
bad.
lizards.
Like, hear me out. Gators
How
are
do
like
you know?
no, because isn't it like that? If you push down a gator's mouth, you can't really open it.
Are you gonna be able to do that versus like it looks like there's 15 gators in this shot.
Tim, your arm would get caught and snapped off in like half a second.
I think I would be fine. Or worst case, I would lose one limb, maybe two.
And you're willing
Like-
to do that for free?
For the content, hell yeah, let's run it. But hear me out. Like,
What content? You're gonna die.
All right, let's add to the scenario because I think I asked Deckie this the other day. What if you're guaranteed after this, like a super bionic limb, like straight out of like a fucking video game or like movie or anime, where it's like really good?
I don't want to go through the trauma of losing my leg.
Yeah, but
So-
you get like super powered basically afterwards. You'd be fine.
I might die.
Yeah.
like-
What about the blood loss?
You don't need that much blood.
Yeah.
Fine, you have a first aid. Like, you won't die. You can lose limbs, but you're guaranteed not to die.
100,000.
100,000, you're willing to risk it?
Can I walk
Yeah.
in there with more than just like no shoes?
No,
I have to go barefoot.
you have to be barefoot.
What the
You can
fuck?
have this guy guide you. I'll add that. Fine. You can have this guy guide you, but you have to be barefoot like him. Thinking about it, he's trying to put
It
a
would be
price tag
way
on
more
it.
than 100,000.
I would do
Probably
this for
two.
$200,000.
Because
Yeah.
like I have to make sure like the people like that I'm leaving behind are like.
But you're not gonna
taken
die.
care
You
of.
might lose like some limbs. Like,
Hey, let's say I do die from losing my limbs.
you're gonna die. I'm saying like you're guaranteed not to die.
Oh, I like having my arms or legs.
Yeah, but
I
you
like
get
to
like
walk.
guaranteed
In the war
bionic
and they
like
die.
superpowered ones. Like,
Yeah,
what
but then I
if you
can't
could be,
feel my legs. What? It's gonna feel like someone else is there.
Attached to my body.
Yeah, like
You
what
have
if I
them too attached
I
to
can't?
your
What if it's my
limbs.
jerking off arm, dude?
Yeah, but like, what if you get one that has like really soft palms or something?
It's not mine. It'll feel like someone else.
It'll feel even better. Hear me out.
How am I supposed to know it's gonna feel? Oh my God.
It'll be like a flashlight, but it's your hand.
That's. And let's roll to a clip.
Let's bring to our sponsor here.
and brought to you by Fleshlight, Adam and Eve. That's crazy. Oh my God!
it
What the
wouldn't
fuck
be
is
that-
this go-go gadget pussy like?
Is you get to pick the hand or the arm that you get to replace it with.
That's
your fucking-
crazy.
Like,
Oh
you
my
meant, like, what if
God.
you lost your leg and like you got like the main part you like super really cool like robotic whatever the fuck, and like the ankle part you turn into a vajankle. Boom, on the go. You can just use it.
So
whenever
you,
need
so
to.
so you basically you want a Migi as your right arm so they can like jerk you off.
No, I'm just saying like worst case scenario you lose a limb. Boo hoo.
Dude,
Boo
these
fucking who,
snakes
huh?
are huge.
Are they
Snakes-
Have
anacondas?
you seen these
Yes.
snakes?
He goes in there looking for a python. Like he wants to find smoke. He wants a problem.
Timmy sounds like you.
I think he said that he's looking for like a 20-foot python
putting
or
that
something.
camera in their face. He's like, look at this little guy.
He's like, look at this little guy. It's like a really fat, poisonous
Fucking
snake.
giant ass snake that could kill like 10 of him. Oh man.
I
What
think you guys
time are
are.
we at?
I'm pretty
Oh,
firm
shit.
on $200,000. That is.
We're at 128.
But like, what if like you're fine afterwards? What if you make it out of there with no issues and all of like? I don't know.
Someone says this guy. One day he's gonna stop uploading.
Yeah. Yeah, every time I look in the comment section, any of it, because his videos have been popping up now more often for me. Like as soon
Because
as he
you liked the
stopped
first
posting-
one.
Yeah, but no, but like the comment section, like Deckie said, though, is literally this guy when he stopped posting, you know that he died. There's like no
Mm.
other scenario. And I feel like there's certain people like that where it's like with certain like jobs, like whatever they do for content, you know, as soon as they stop posting, like something really fucking bad.
Yeah,
happens.
something
There's just
happened.
No way.
Yeah. Oh, fuck my neck. Okay.
All right, hear me out.
What's
One
up?
last question from me.
All right.
If you saw a stingray in the wild, would you punch it for your boy? R.I.P. Steve Irwin. Would you punch a stingray?
Stingrays are cute though.
Yeah, but they killed them.
What if it kills me?
How did a stingray fucking fold that man, dude? Like how did
They
that
stung him.
happen? It stung him.
Yeah, didn't it? That happened so many years ago. Holy shit.
Yeah, it was a while
If you
ago.
could get your get back for your boy, like if it was that specific one, would you get your get back for him?
I thought I like impaled him or something.
Did it?
thought
I don't
stung
know.
him.
The
I think
stinger did it impale him? It was one or the other.
It stabbed him?
I think it did.
Because if
Either
it
way,
was a sting, I don't
remember.
think a sting would kill someone. You think? Because it's
maybe
like
it was
there's
Yeah,
I don't know.
I remember.
Fine. But if
something
it was
about him
like
being
that
impaled.
specific one, you find that specific
I didn't even know
one,
stingrays could stab people. Like, how do they stab you? Do they have like sharp talons? Like, what the fuck?
Fine. I don't
That's
know.
something only he would know. I guess.
Well, not anymore. He's dead. Like he doesn't know anything now. But,
if
um,
you could kill that
RP the
specific one,
legend.
would you?
RP.
Would,
Too soon.
Would you get his get back? Would you kill that specific one? Or
Oh, if
would
it
you
was
be
a
like,
specific one, yeah.
yeah, you knew it was
Not
that
just
one.
any random
Or would
sting
you
would
be like,
kill me.
you know what? He wouldn't want this. I will let it live.
That's a good point. I'll probably let it live.
I don't know. I was
Why would
thinking
you?
my get
He
back.
wouldn't want you to kill animals. He loves animals.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd still have to get my get back.
He
though.
made
That's my
like
boy.
an interview.
So
He's
you
like,
so
"It's
you
never
bop him in the head real
animal's fault."
quick. So you
I'll
give
punch
you give him the You give him the 1-2, buckle my shoe,
Yeah.
and then be like, all right, we're good, we're even. That's how it would be.
I don't necessarily fine. I don't necessarily have to kill it, but I gotta like punch it at least like once. Be like, that's for my boy.
Those
he
fuckers
made
are
it-
slippery as hell, though.
It's not that bad.
Have
How
you
would
tried
you-
punching in water?
Yeah,
It's not very effective as punching it
I ain't
out
dropped
in the open.
So you would be like from the top rope into the,
Yeah, I
into the
would
water.
jump off the boat, bah, like right, and then I would get stabbed and die.
Yeah, you're gonna get stabbed in the gun and fucking die.
There's just a fucking sign on him that says, "This is the stingray that killed Steve Irwin."
I wonder what happened to that stingray. Did they let it like swim away? or
No, it's
something?
probably dead. Like it's definitely
I
dead.
think, yeah,
They've definitely killed
by
it.
now.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, by now. But I'm saying like I wonder if they did it or they were like,
Mm,
he wouldn't want this. We gotta let it go.
How long do stingrays really live for? Like, aren't they like
No
not even
idea.
top of the food chain? Like, they're definitely not top of the food
They
chain.
can't be top of the food chain. They're like a fucking piece of shit animal. They're not.
If they have them in fucking aquariums, they're probably pieces of shit.
Yeah, I mean, like, I feel like if you're dumb enough to get caught and put in an aquarium, like you're not. That smart of an animal.
One day they're gonna be human petting zoos, and then Tim's gonna be there,
No,
yeah,
I wouldn't let
and he's
that
gonna be
some
talking
aliens.
shit, and then the aliens gonna be talking shit like saying like these fucking humans. Imagine being fucking caught and put in an aquarium,
no, I wouldn't.
put
let
in a
that.
zoo.
They
I
can
feel
put a
like,
leash
I
on
don't
you.
know. Like you don't see like fucking great.
There's
whites
great
being
white
put in the
there's
aquarium.
great white sharks in aquariums.
Are there?
Yes.
I'm not.
There's-
not
I haven't been
many.
to
There's
an
like
aquarium, but
there are.
there's like hammerhead sharks, killer whales.
First
Even
time
though
I
they're
let
not
that
supposed
slide.
to. I don't think they live long when they're in captivity like that.
Probably
Oh,
not.
so maybe we're the pieces of shit. We're to get to them.
Oh my god, this is gonna be
Yeah,
such easy clippable content here. Like this is
Steve
so easy.
Irwin, on like an interview, he said like, it's never the animal's fault. Like if I'm playing around with an animal and like I get bit or something, it's like it's never their fault because I'm in their home. I'm kind of intruding on their thing, so it's just like I don't want anything to happen to these guys, and I have no ill will towards like the animals that react kind of aggressively towards me because he's doing like the intrusive like he's intruding on their home and like their everyday lives, so it's just like
Yeah.
he never puts any fault on the animals.
Yeah. Well,
I think-
speaking of Steve Irwin, how much would it cost for you to wrestle like an alligator or crocodile for like 5 minutes?
I would lose
No, but like how much would they have to pay you for you to try it for like 5 minutes?
$1 million.
$1 million to
Is this
wrestle
in the
one?
wild?
I
is it,
will
like,
lose.
in a
No, it's like in like captivity. Like they have it like
Wait,
in
wait,
control.
wait,
Like,
wait,
once
wait,
5
wait,
minutes passes, somebody comes in immediately and like saves you. Like you're guaranteed to get saved. You might lose a limb or something, but like you get saved.
What do I get to bring like a slab of meat so it's like
No.
occupied? Oh,
No.
fuck.
Like it's angry and it wants to fight.
Is it like 5 minutes of full wrestling, or can I run away?
5 minutes full wrestling. You have to go full
They-
contact.
They won't. They
You
won't
have to be
chase you
touching
though.
it constantly for at least the 5 minutes. Maybe you can't run away, but like you have to be within the vicinity. Like it has to stay within like eyesight of it. Close enough that like it could touch you and you could touch it, I guess.
Those things are fast though.
They
Yeah.
yeah.
I think
I feel like once you get on top of it, you're fine. But if
Yeah.
you can't do that, you're done.
yeah.
But I know if you boop it on the
nose.
nose, it's
Yeah.
like it kind of like gives up, right?
Well, no, if you push down their mouth, like they don't have a lot of up force. They can only like bite down really hard. But once its mouth is closed, like you can like push it. But like it's still
They're
strong like
fa-
other muscles.
They're fast and strong. Have you seen them pull like birds out of like the water or
Yeah,
like the
birds are
air?
weak.
They're fast. Birds are fast to react to things.
I feel like worst case I would lose an arm, but like I think it's definitely last.
Tim, if you're in there for 5 minutes, you're losing all your arms and legs
no,
and your head.
no, I think I would lose one arm at most, maybe like forearm. I think
Oh
I'll
my
be good.
god, Tim.
Tim seems like very comfortable with losing some limbs here.
Honestly, dude.
You should
But
like-
I
look
would do,
into
that one I would do
army.
for like maybe like $100,000. I'd be willing to risk it.
Like I could fight an eagle, but I can't fight an alligator.
You would fight an eagle over an alligator?
Yeah, absolutely.
I would fight
And
an
I would
alligator
win.
for an eagle.
I would win.
One's like clearly more aggressive than the other. I don't know if it's crocodile or alligator is the more aggressive one. But
I
one
feel
of
like
those-
Same
eagles aren't
shit.
even that bad though, because like eagles are birds. They have hollow bones. Like in the eagle fight, I'm ready to like get really deep talon marks like into my arm. Like I know it's gonna fucking bleed the shit out of me.
As soon
Well,
as it
I
grabs
can
onto
punch
me,
it.
it's over.
Yeah, as soon as it tries to like dislocate your arm or like try to go for something like that, you just You let it grab you, and like you punch it right in its hollow chest, and like that's it. It's over.
Yeah, that's it. You will get hurt, but you will win.
I feel like whenever we've had this discussion of like fighting an eagle, people always like, oh, like you're thinking like you're gonna win with no injuries. Like no, like I know I'm gonna get fucked up.
Yeah, like
But
when Dana
it
keeps
has
talking shit
hollow
on me.
bones. I feel like worst case, like you let it grab your arm, like you grab it with the other arm, and like you just jump on it, squish it.
Yeah, it's dead. Like it has no.
It has hollow bones.
Yeah, it's
Because
dead.
I think all birds pretty much have hollow bones, right? So they can fly.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I feel like at that point, like you just jump on it and you're like,
Yeah, it becomes eagle nuggets.
yeah.
At that point, like honestly.
Deckie, would you fight an eagle for like 100 grand?
I think you guys are thinking that this is easier.
The eagle is easier than
This
alligator.
This is easier said than done though. Like you gotta grab it at like the right position if you're gonna try and body slam it.
Look,
No, but
I'm the
saying,
main
like,
character.
Like you're willing to
I
like
could do it.
sacrifice your weaker, like for me, like my left arm's my weaker arm. I'll be like, all right, I'm gonna let it like this is its target because like it's an animal, it's dumb. Like it's gonna go for the first. Thing it
It's an animal. It's dumb.
It's
Yeah,
gonna
we
go for
got
the
caught in that
first thing I
petting
see,
zoo.
Right, so I'm ready to lose this arm. Like I'm ready to like really get my arm fucked up. Like I'm like, it's gonna happen. As soon as it grabs that, jump down, body slam, it's over. I win. Hollow bones head ass bitch. Like I'm not gonna lose to you.
Eagles.
Hollow bones head ass bitch.
The eagle wingspan can be up to from 6 to 7.5 feet long.
Yeah, but that's just its wings. What is it gonna slap me?
What if he puts it like over your head and blinds you and digs its talons into your chest or something?
Then I would just still like grab it and like jump down. Boom. I'm not saying I'm not gonna get fucked up in this fight. I'm just saying that afterwards, I'm still gonna win.
But what if you don't grab it correctly? Then you're kind of fucked.
I don't know. Punch it.
But you're like flailing while has its wing over your face.
Elbows.
You
Close
don't know
range.
what you're hitting at that point. It's just wings, like all over your face. You
It
don't know
can't
what
throw
you're-
hands. It throws talons, dude. Like
Yeah.
it throws sharp blades at you.
But I mean, like its wings. It's like what can it really do besides flap? But its talons are like in the bottom. It's its feet. I could definitely win the fight. I'm just saying.
If I had a machete, it'd be so much easier.
Nah, it's a straight fist fight.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying, in a fist fight, I would still win. I think.
I'm small
think.
and I still think I can win. I think an eagle's not that bad. Like I'm not gonna be like, oh, I would definitely win against like the crocodile. Like if I just had to wrestle it for a bit and then afterwards I could run away and I'm fine. But I'm not gonna win against the crocodile. Like, I'm
I
not
can't do
like
that either.
delusional. Like oh, I would beat it up. Like no, I know that as soon as like that thing has a hold on me, I'm done.
You call it delusions. I
Yeah.
call them manifestations, bro.
I think I can do it.
People get folded. You seen those videos of those people like getting like defeated by like geese,
Those people are dumb.
like a horde of geese.
Those people are dumb, Tim.
Yes,
Like it runs
I feel like
towards
if
them
you
and they
lose to a goose, you really
Yeah.
deserve it. No, there's no way. You just
They have
starts
teeth,
running at
bro.
You stick your foot out and you go pop, kick it right in the mouth. That's
They
it.
have teeth, man.
I feel like it's really scary when they run towards it at you, like with
With
aggressive
intent to kill, yeah.
Yeah.
They're like, you're
Nah,
getting fucked up,
It's
dude.
not even that bad.
Untitled Goose Game. Is that what that game is called?
Oh yeah, I played a
Yeah.
little bit of that.
I think my brother speedran it or some shit. But yeah, it looks like a
Speedran.
fun game. Yeah. Okay, I think we're well over our time. We've hit almost. We have over an hour and 30 minutes. So any closing remarks? Any closing questions that you guys have?
I don't know.
Come back next week.
No.
No, no.
Next Sunday.
Next
Oh,
Sunday.
We're gonna stream 7 times this month, I think.
Yeah, we have to
So-
stream 7
And
times
then this
in
month,
30
we're
days.
gonna wait till we hit 50 followers.
I mean, it really depends. I don't know how many followers we gained today. Let me double check. We
think
gained a
we're
good amount
16.
actually.
Wait, what are we at?
We're at 1, 2. Well, we hit 22. We're at 22 right now. So
Oh,
we're,
shit,
we're
we're
almost halfway there.
here.
Almost
So I
halfway
think
there.
Once we hit the 50, then that month, whatever month that is, we just fucking full send it 7 streams.
Yeah, we
Tell
gotta
your
do 7 streams
friends.
in a month. Yeah.
Tell your friends
Yeah.
about the podcast.
All right,
Come
guys.
by.
Don't.
We'll be
I'm
Thank
here
you
every
guys
Sunday.
for hanging out with
I
us
get
for the
nervous.
first ever episode 1 of our pilot episode of What Do You Mean by That podcast. Watch us next week. We'll be back again to next Sunday at 4 p.m. PST. What is that? 7 p.m. EST, right? Yeah, 3 hours.
Yeah.
4 p.m. PST, 7 p.m. EST. We'll be back with some more shenanigans. I didn't even talk about my date. Fuck.
We can do it next week.
We'll do it next
Don't
week.
worry, because then I can add my other questions that I had.
That's true.
I'll throw them in there. Don't
I
worry
had
about
a
that.
I had a fucking week this week, but we'll talk about it next week.
Hear
guys.
us out next week for more of their 10 but weird ass questions.
Yeah, be ready for more. This was a long ass episode because like we just wanted to like hang out with you guys, talk as much as we can, get over the beginning jitters, but I feel like we're doing good now. And yeah, we'll see you next week. It'll be shorter. It'll be like an hour, maybe 45 minutes.
Scared to do this.
Tim was literally shitting his pants before we left. So was Deckie.
Literally.
Yeah, they're literally shitting their pants. I actually have to take a shit now. So thank you guys for watching or listening. This will be uploaded on YouTube and Spotify, I believe, later on today. So if you miss it, OnlyFans. Make sure to follow us on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, Kick, everything, dude. We have so many fucking links.
Patreon coming soon.
Patreon coming soon. We're gonna do a podcast where we're high, and that'll be fucking fun. I'm gonna be honest.
We need graphics if anybody out there wants to
volunteer. Yes, we need graphics if if anybody wants to volunteer. We need banners, logos made, stuff like that. We were gonna go with somebody on Fiverr, but if somebody from the community wants to help us out, that'd be wonderful. We'll be happy to commission you. We'll be happy to commission you. We should ask Nerf.
We should wait. Oh my god, I didn't even think of it. Where is Nerf? I don't know.
Anyways, see you guys next week. Make your choices, don't fall in. Until next time, for the most heinous, heartfelt, and horny podcast on the internet. Until then, take care. Bye.